All right, hello to all of our wonderful viewers who are hanging out right now. Who do we got? I see Ark is here. Ark, hey, hi, how are you doing, buddy? I see Moon is here. We've got Seru, we've got Dagon, and we've got a fistful of bots. To you bots, I say happy Halloween and go fuck yourself. To everybody else, happy Halloween and go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. So, hey guys, how are you? Oh, hey, Torin's here too. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is session number 45 of Unlikely Heroes, which is our Sunday night, our weekly Sunday night Dungeons and Dragons game in the 5th edition. We have the whole crew here, which is awesome. We didn't have Cat last week, but it was planned very far in advance, and we still made it an awesome session. We got to see some really neat Dungeon Master roleplay, which I always say I don't play characters, and then I played a character. But honestly, it was because Kat was very generous in giving us such a huge heads up about being gone that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to plan for this character to vanish. I'm going to just keep her here because that's the kind of I guess relationship that we have. So anyways, hi Moon, how are you? Okay, so we're gonna jump into it real quick. Happy Halloween, everybody. Have a safe tomorrow with whatever your festivities may be. And just a quick reminder that since we are still in our spooky season mode, myself and Nerdy Knots are going to be reopening our 7 Days to Die server on Wednesday. That will be for my Wednesday night stream. And then next week, Friday and Saturday. And then obviously we'll have our regularly scheduled Sunday Dungeons and Dragons game. And then we may do an additional week or possibly two, depending on how things kind of get finagled in the realm of Solasta. That launch and the Dragon Flight launch for World of Warcraft. So, anyways, yeah, hi, Seru, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here. All right, guys, we're going to jump into it. We're going to do a quick session recap, do some XP information, take questions, and then we're going to dive into tonight. Thank you very much for being here. All right, so Lucy, you look so sleepy. So, Lucy, let me ask you a question. Is it an hour earlier there by you now, or is it an hour later?
It's an hour earlier.
Oh, so it's actually a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We will still end on the dot. You will get your extra hour of sleep, damn it. Okay, guys, so really quick session recap from last time. So we didn't have a whole lot happen last time. We had picked up right at the tail end of the torrent of rats and bats that had been assailing you for literally the prior almost 6 hours of gameplay. It was a very long, drawn out fight, but we had fun with it. Aurora came through towards the end as not only Doc, but Ree shouted for help from her, and she began to sacrifice her own safety, being surrounded by bats and rats, and firing volleys of arrows into the enemies that were assailing her friends, essentially helping them to the point where they could reconverge on her to take care of the remainder of the critters. So you guys completed the onslaught. You survived the onslaught, more importantly, though it was pretty fucking close. Although I will say there was a really interesting like 5 or 6 rounds towards the end where Gray had one rat not only baned but blind at the same time, and then fucking leapt over him, leapt over it like some sort of gymnastics master. It was pretty impressive. So anyways, you guys finished the fight. You did a little bit of investigating. You went into the actually the area that your characters are now, and you did some investigation. And there you found a couple of trinkets. One thing you found in specific that stood out to you was a lantern of revealing. I believe that Gray actually identified exactly what that was, with help from Ree, maybe? I don't recall.
Yeah, I kind of reread the inscription and kind of handed it over. She didn't know what it was exactly.
Who's that?
She's singing to herself.
So Yeah, so you guys identified the item. You also found a healing potion, some other bits and bobs, and then you were like, okay, what the hell are we gonna do? You saw that the tracks that are currently to the east of where your characters are now led further down into the tunnel, but the tracks to the north seemed to have that same structural or that intentional structural collapse, kind of caving in the northern portion. So you're like, okay, we more than likely have to go south. It was with that though that Doc said, wait a minute. We are in really bad shape right now. We probably should go have a rest. So after some quick discussion, you went back out the way you came and into the main tunnel. And you barred the door, you locked the door as best as you could, and you took 2 shifts, one which was Ree and Doc, and one which was Aurora and Gray, both of which were pretty uneventful, besides some wonderful roleplay. Roleplay between Doc and Ree. I believe Gray and Aurora, it was Gray stood up and just like walked into the darkness, and Aurora was like, okay.
I lit a fire. Come on.
Oh, that's right, you did light a fire. That was very nice of you.
Thank you for lighting a fire so I could see.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just stare at nothingness for 8 hours.
So you guys finished the tail end. You guys finished the long rest. You all came to. Everybody felt nice and refreshed. Re-prepared spells. Got your energy back. You had some food, and then you picked up the pieces. You moved back towards the cave the tunnel entrance. So there's the cave, which is the bigger part, and then the tunnels, which are the smaller parts. You entered the tunnel again, which is where you had fought these rats and bats. None of the bodies seemed to have been disturbed. Everything was where it was when you had found it the night prior. You entered again the area that you are in currently, where your character is going to be picking up, and that is where you guys had started just discussing and making plans about what your next move was going to be. So that is where we're going to be picking up. So today's session is going to be picking up on Friday, the 20th of Mugem, at 10 o'clock in the morning. And quick XP recap for you guys. So session 44's XP recap. So the RP between Doc and Ree during their watch was pretty phenomenal. That was a 300 XP reward. The completion of the swarm fight, which is what I called the all of the rats in the bat situation, was 225 experience for everybody. I'm calling this generic or general roleplay between the group was 350 experience. And I threw in an extra 100 at the tail end here for Lucy's description of Gray's shroud, the fear shroud. It was pretty fucking horrific, and it was very worthy of spooky season XP. So with that being said, we are picking up today Gray with 21,515 XP, Aurora 20,503, and the remaining 2 party members at 23,353. So Kevin and Candace, if you could both please roll your hit die in roll 20, and then that will be your hit points, obviously plus whatever your Constitution modifier is, as you have officially leveled up to 7.
Question. I
Yes.
see myself at full hit points now.
Correct. That did happen, yep.
Okay. Wanted to make sure, and it looks like arrows got taken out, which awesome. Just wanted to make sure I didn't need to like panic over anything or adjust.
Nope, I very fine-tuned the character sheet as we were moving. I was like, I'm not going to use anything crazy expendable. You did use a lot of spell slots, but those should have all been refreshed now.
Yep. And I was down to first level spell slots anyway, I think.
Yes, you were. But you made good use of them. Okay, so 2... Oh, was that a 1, or was that... Oh, that was just a 2, naturally.
That's just, well, yeah, well...
Well, 2 plus your...
I ended up rolling, and then it didn't pick it up on roll 20 here, so...
Oh, well, hold on.
I refreshed.
No, that's okay. Hang on, though. Did it roll in... Because, no, fuck that. If you rolled in... I mean, if you rolled in the game log...
Yeah,
yo,
the
you
first
rolled...
one was an 11.
Yeah, if you rolled an 11, fuck that. Then just take your 11. I'm not gonna make you take a 2 just because it didn't show up in roll 20.
Okay.
I always forget because I don't look at D&D Beyond because I don't really have a lot of functionality with it. That it does... I will clock it there.
So it's weird. It seems like I need to refresh, like even after I mean, I started this whole system up like just now, so everything should be refreshed. But apparently, it seems like if I start Roll20 after I start D&D Beyond, then I need to refresh D&D Beyond.
I had to refresh too. That's why I did a test roll at the very start of things.
Yeah, that's weird, and that's only happened the last couple weeks. I wonder if they've done an update.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if everybody wants to refresh really quick, obviously you're more than welcome. But yeah, Kevin, take your 11 plus your whatever your con is,
My con,
which is a shitload. Holy fuck, that's a good level for you.
It's gonna be a 14.
Hell yeah. God damn, that's a lot of hit points. And then if you could, for me,
Over half
just...
my HP.
Yeah, right. Well, the fact that you were given a healing spell last game and healed 0 from it because of your -1 con is horrific.
I was so glad. I'm like, I'm so glad.
Thank God it was a cantrip. Yeah. Okay.
My new was 51. I got an 8 total.
Okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, and then if you two want to take a moment, I am counting your last long rest as your level up. So if you want to go ahead and just do your level up now, and it will be a quote-unquote retroactive level up while we get everything else situated,
And
please do so.
We don't jump to our max immediately, right? We did need to heal ourselves to get back up to max. Or
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, if you level up, it's not like a video game where you ding, go straight to 100
Exactly.
health. That'd be pretty hardcore, but I think that the common man would have some explaining to do. And clerics would just be like, first of all, friend, in the name of Bahamut. All right. So, with that being said, we are on session 45. I don't think I have any other notes. Do I have questions from anybody?
If I were to multi-class, how do you like to handle that in this
So-
kind of scenario?
So yeah, I know that you and I have had a conversation about multi-classing before, but I don't know exactly what your intention was. You can't...
Going into fighter.
Oh, okay, so fighter is easy. Just fucking take a level in fighter, whatever, however you want to do it. Because, yeah, the specialty multi-classes, meaning if you're a barbarian and you're like, I'm going to multi-class wizard, I'm going to say,
doesn't make
no,
any
you're
sense.
not. Yeah. But if you were like,
Well-
yo, ranger, fighter, I mean, fuck,
Yeah,
paladin.
my only options here is fighter and rogue. So
Fair enough. Yep. Just take your class. Take your class and kick some ass. All right. Any questions from anybody else? All right. Well, we have set the scene. You are... Yeah. Oh, yes. Go ahead.
What's the lighting situation? I see 2 different sources here. It looks
Yep.
like green reed torch and then general fire.
Yeah. So there is a... so where you're at right now, this is the room that the caster was coming out of and blasting at you guys. And then running back into. When you approached this area, you realize that there is a torch on a wall. It's a pretty crude torch, but it's a functioning torch, and it is lit but burning out.
Okay.
Especially at this point, since you guys had a long rest, it is just barely on the cusp.
And did we kill the caster?
Not that you are aware of.
Okay.
Bamfed out.
Well, you use the word bamf like he can teleport. I mean, he might be able to teleport.
He bitched out. He ran away.
that's
Oh, absolutely. He definitely bitched out. Yeah, once he realized that somebody was charging across a bridge, he's like, nope, fuck that. Although if he would have had enough courage to stay like 10 seconds longer and realize that the creature running across the bridge fell through it, then, maybe he would have gotten a couple more blasts in. All right. Okay, if there's no questions, then we will pick up right here. Again, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday the 20th of Mugem. You guys have just re-entered this room to find the torch that was here before, also here currently, and burning. However, it is now dwindled down from about a 20-foot radius to a 5-foot radius, as it is essentially just cinders. I was just thinking too, Kevin, you're gonna have to change your hit points because barbarian or fighters don't have a D12.
right. It's a D10.
Yeah, so hang on though. So no, it's got to be a D10 for a fighter. Better be a D10 for a fighter. But with that being said, you rolled an 11 out of your 12, so instead of taking your 10, just do 9. So just subtract 2 from whatever your total was. That way, it's just, we can, assume that it would have been semi-equivalent.
Man, that takes me from an even 100.
Oh, boo.
Try harder next time. I mean, you could keep your barbarian level if you're really hell-bent on that 100.
All it does is give me advantage on initiative and meh.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
So I mean, yeah, this tunnel leads down into more darkness, I think. So, and I think pretty sure that's where the little blue penis went.
Yeah.
Did you level, by the way?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't see you leveled, so.
I'm doing it right now.
It was busy searching for oil last time, so I thought probably maybe he was just finishing and just putting it back on a barrel.
Okay, you should be able to see now.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't find any oil in here, right?
I found some rags, but they weren't enough to
Ah, man, I wish I didn't get rid of my oil suddenly. I had no use for it for so long.
No, mine too. Mine too. I mean, there might be oil somewhere around here.
Yeah, we'll find it eventually for you. Just don't worry.
I'm gonna step carefully out into the hall and just listen with a capital L.
You can sure try. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I don't hear anything, but I'm gonna listen.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
And I'm putting a hand on this wall so I can tell what where the fuck things are at.
Well, thankfully, the green light is flooding into this chamber, so you are not hidden in any way, shape, or form. You can see it clear as day.
You know, backlit as a target. That's wonderful too. It's rolling.
Holy shit, that's not a bad perception check. Okay. So, as you quietly listen, you feel your hunter senses kind of, I almost said tingle, but they don't tingle. You feel your ears twitch ever so slightly. You know what, fuck it, they tingle, okay? I mean, I can't deny you that. And you hear something from way the fuck far away, but you can definitely hear something. It sounds maybe like a very light thud, and as this is, a cavern, it could be anything, but you definitely hear something, though very quiet from where you're at. You're not sure how far away it is. You just catch the tail end of like the last sound wave's worth of echo in your ear. One thing I will give you, especially since you rolled your total was a 20, is that the sound was, you can tell that the sound was echoing from somewhere down beneath you, meaning that more than likely this tunnel goes downwards.
Okay. And then any, there's no squeaks or rat scratching sounds in the immediate that I heard, right?
You hear like the occasional tiny muted squeak, but compared to what you had experienced 10 hours ago, no, nothing like that.
I care about singular tiny squeaks. I care about 100,000 tiny squeaks that take up a singular 5-foot square.
Yeah, you definitely don't hear anything like that.
Ratnado.
Okay, then I'm just gonna I'll end up just going back so I'm near the group, as ready as I can be.
Okay, you guys see Aurora slip back around the corner.
What was out there?
Well, unfortunately, it's still dark. I think this tunnel goes down, like slopes underneath where we're at. Might sound weird. I think I heard something fall, something, I don't know, everything's so echoey here. But I think this will go further down.
Okay. Well, I mean, do we keep our lantern or keep our light source out, or do we make a chain and make sure that Aurora's in the middle,
Yeah,
and
it's
just try to guide her?
That's probably a good idea. What if we ride these carts down?
Absolutely fucking not.
Oh, but it'd be fun.
It would be loud though.
Yeah, but
It
it'd be
would
fun
be
and loud.
very loud. Do you know that they've already done something to these bridges? That sentence will never come out of my mouth. If I were
What if
to-
we light it on fire and then send it down the tunnel?
I mean, then
That
Huh?
definitely sounds like fun.
Huh?
It does sound fun.
we do need to
However-
make sure they can still use this place when we're done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't really give a fuck about that. They didn't
I
say
do.
anything
I
about
want-
the bounty.
I want
The
to
only
get
rule was we
paid.
weren't allowed to take it out.
Yeah.
Never said anything about
But take it out or take it out.
us in-
Uh,
out of
Pretty sure they
line.
meant. I'm pretty sure they meant like take it out of the cave.
We're not setting shit on fire. It sounds like a lot of fun, but we can't.
And
That
remember,
things that they'll need for later.
anything found is ours, save for what was in the mines originally. They didn't say Master Anvilrock. Did not say anything about. Stop laughing. Did not say anything about us causing some significant structural damage in the process of eradicating everything that's down here.
Significant structural damage. Right? I mean, like, I don't know what all that means, but I assume that means we're not gonna blow this whole fucking place up. I mean,
Blame it on
I'm just talking about burning a couple carts and then throwing it into a purple blue dick. I don't know
Assuming
where
that
the
he
purple
went
cart came
that
from.
way.
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Do we?
Oh God, no! He just used the term yogurt slinger.
What was that?
Biggest
From
thing,
Letterkenny.
we need to find a way to get the heads of these things, or we're not getting a damn bit of bounty.
Did I just kill the Rudneys?
Yeah, you know what?
We just watched it on
We
Letterkenny.
just watched that episode of Letterkenny where fucking Squirrely Dan calls it a yogurt slinger, and both of her and I audibly last night were just like, "Oh, what the fuck!" Oh shit. Sorry, I digress.
Okay, so I think maybe that's our backup plan. Like, if we're like, okay, there's no way we're gonna be able to fight all those things, then we set stuff on fire and send it down. Can everybody compromise on that?
All right,
Now that being said, do you want me to try to sneak ahead?
sure.
All right. Can we? Okay, would you mind putting your light away for now?
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Aurora, get near somebody and hang on to them.
We just
You wanna,
had
you wanna
a
hold on to my rat pelt?
as wonderful as an offer as that is. We just had a serious pit that we nearly fell into.
Oh, no, it wasn't nearly. I fucking fell into that pit hard,
You fell into a pit?
real
You
hard.
fell in?
Yeah.
When?
Standing there in the fight. You guys didn't hear me?
No,
That's
I was
why
a
the
little
bridge is broken.
busy getting my ears eaten by rats and bats.
Oh yeah, no, they totally sabotaged that bridge. I fell into it and made a crater on the bottom.
So
of the
hold on a
chasm.
second. Wait, hold on. So when we were fighting those ogres, that one yeeted you into the abyss, and you crawled up the side,
Yeah,
and now you fell into the abyss
yeah.
and just crawled up
I
the side.
flew out this time.
What?
What?
You didn't see me on the back?
No, I really was very. I was in that hallway and
Oh,
I
shit
missed
was-
all of the
That
action.
was fucking metal.
My
I
light
jumped,
went
I
out.
jumped onto a back. I punched it in the dick, and it flew out of the chasm.
So hold on a second. While I was being eaten alive by rats,
Yeah.
you were mounting a bat.
Mm,
So
you might want to
for
rephrase that, Doc.
for clarity, Aurora can literally confirm this, as Aurora was in the doorway when Ree jolted. Yes, you were.
Well, yeah, but she's
did
not going
see,
to
yeah.
prevent
Okay,
you.
I just wanted to make sure that you understood, since you weren't here. Like, yo, you saw all that shit go down.
Yep, and I referenced the bridge getting sabotaged earlier, but I'm certainly not going to hype up Ree in this.
No, I don't
I'm
wish
not
to
encouraging
rephrase.
this behavior.
I don't wish to rephrase. That was exactly what I meant to say.
I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't a joyride. I wasn't having fun.
Oh, I didn't say joyride. I said you mounted the bat. So, okay.
I mean, I grabbed onto the bat by its waist and punched it in the dick several times to make me fly out of the chasm.
Gray, with
The
your
Gray thing to do.
Gray, with your observant feat and your passive insight, that is the 100% truth.
Gray just gonna he's gonna try and keep a straight face and not laugh, but he's failing very hard.
So how did you? Okay, maybe we'll make sure you tell this story to Gray so Gray can tell everybody on Monday. Because I'm very interested, but we should probably move forward before they sneak up on us.
Okay, yeah. Great. But don't forget to take notes when I tell you about the story, all right?
So
Before we do go on though, what's our plan to get the heads of all those fucking things we killed?
I mean, we collected a couple bat and rat heads.
Well, yes, but we just need the giant rats and the dire bats, and then any Dvart bodies, and then
Yep.
other heads.
Well, yeah, we got what we could from the ones that didn't fall into the pit. All the
Did
little
you
feeder rats. Who gives a fuck about those?
yourself into the pit again to get more?
I am not going to yeet myself into the pit. I have been yeeted enough
too
Hey,
much
you've
of
got
this.
practice.
for the past couple weeks. I bet you actually, if you look down there, you'll probably see a crater that's the shape of my ass.
Well, I will see
Cannonballs.
darkness because it's really fucking dark because we're underground.
Ree, as your doctor, I'd like to advise you to please keep the abyss out of your ass going forward. I kept a straight face as long as I could. But yes, I agree. We should try to bring back as much as we can. If worst comes to worst, we let them know. I mean, bringing back a few of these heads, it's not like they're going to call us liars. So
No, but we're getting gold per head.
It's true.
It's not gold for an undisclosed amount of eradication. It's 20 gold for every giant rat or dire bat head, 30 gold for every Shvart, and 50 gold per ogre head.
well, let's go forward and see what we come across because. While I agree, I would like to get as much money out of this as we possibly can.
Well,
We might come across a tool or something that could be useful for getting down there. I don't have any of that stuff anymore.
That's very fair. I do want to emphasize, before we go terribly much further, I'm not down here helping dwarves out of the goodness of my heart. We're getting as much gold out of them as we can.
It's a pretty fair fucking assessment.
Aurora will walk over. Aurora. Doc will walk over to Aurora and pat her on the head. Yes, we know. We know.
Alright, let's go into the dwarven darkness, shall we?
Not the abyss.
No, the abyss is apparently up Ree's ass at the moment.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I dislodged it.
She successfully dislodged it.
Removed the pit from my ass.
That's
Alright,
what
so let's put the
happens
lantern
when you're
away.
on watch?
What?
Is that what happens when you're on watch?
Oh no, that was before watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always before watch. I got pit up my ass.
Okay.
And I do want to glance around at everyone and make sure everyone looks not injured.
Okay, go ahead and give me a medicine check real quick.
Okay. Because I know I feel fine, but...
Okay, now 15's not bad. So, Gray looks fine. As fine as somebody as sickly as Gray could be. Obviously, you're okay. Doc's got a couple scratches on her face, and where her pants were literally shredded by the rats crawling up into her boots and legs. There's a couple blood stains, and then Ree looks okay, but you think that Ree looks okay just maybe relative to newfound strength.
Okay.
If that makes any fucking sense.
Nope, it does.
Okay. So let's put the torch away. I'll sneak ahead. I'll come back and let you know what I see, if anything, or hear. And then, which direction, Aurora? Left or right?
I think you should be able to tell going even a little bit on the tracks if it's sloping downwards. But I think it's, and correct me if I'm wrong, Captain, I think south is, or towards, is going down a little bit.
That is correct.
And north is just caved in.
That is correct. Yep. You can see where there was the wooden beam and iron structure, but it does look like it was systematically caved in, like it was an intentional thing.
And I've still been doing my directions at all the crossroads, right?
You haven't hit any additional crossroads at this point. It was just the one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Doc is going to try to find, I mean, I know that there's the light here, so I guess find the darkest point before I actually enter out here and then sneak. Or, I mean, I guess I could do it back here. I'm trying to do it not directly in the light source.
Well, it doesn't really work like that. Okay, so sneaking is if you are in front of your allies, you can still go into a stealthy, quote unquote, persona or mode, and they will still be able to see you, just like if there was a Jvart standing right there staring at you. But if you are creeping down a pitch black tunnel and something hasn't seen you already, then you get to roll your stealth roll, because you are moving stealthily through that portion of darkness before something could potentially perceive you.
Yeah.
It's a matter of their perceptive capability versus you just existing without them knowing you're there to begin with. If they already know you're there, you're fucked anyways. So
Right.
just make a stealth roll is all that is.
Yeah.
Now, if we were if this was a fine-tuned map, instead of me saying, hey, you're heading down into darkness, if it was like, hey, by the way, here's the map, and I show you guys this map, then we would be doing nickel and dime rolls just to see
Okay.
kind of where you were at.
Got it. Okay.
But honestly, at this point, you guys have been talking so fucking loud, everything would know you're there anyways, so.
Yeah, so I'll start seeing, and then I'm going to guidance myself too, just in case, and I will start.
Okay. So you whisper your prayer to Garl, and you touch your nugget, and as you do, the nugget flashes brilliant gold, which illuminates your whole body for 3 or 4 seconds, actually illuminating the cavern, which is that nat 1 you just rolled. And the D4?
Not a great start.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
look at that.
13 isn't bad. It's not great, but you definitely sent a signal flare, essentially, down into the darkness. So you begin
All over the place.
you begin your descent. Now let me ask the rest of the group this: how far are you following, or are you staying put until she comes back?
We will probably follow just to the edge of her vision. Maybe just a little bit past, so maybe she'll follow at 65 feet.
Okay, understood.
I think Gray would kind of stand around this corner just so he can, I guess, see as far as he can with his dark vision, and he's kind of whispering what's happening to Aurora.
Okay, so
Yep, and Aurora's
Doc almost tripped.
yeah, Aurora's staying exactly where she's at, studiously just checking arrowheads and trying not to pretend like she's actually hanging on to every word that the bard is saying.
Okay, so as Doc begins her descent, you guys, those are the two of you who have dark vision, you watch her as she hits Gray. You see she hits kind of that 60-foot range, I believe is your dark vision range, and then you see her figure, which is currently in shades of gray, kind of dissipate into the blackness. But it was at just about that point you saw her physical body was starting to shrink anyways, which tells you that she was starting to move down and out of actual perceptive view as far as the angle's concerned. Ree, you follow, and you lose sight of her because you are about 65 feet behind. She does begin to descend, and her initial descent is very, very steep. As you kind of hurry up and over towards the edge, you hit that mark again where you look down, and you can see her no problem. You stay within that range, and the slope, which was moving at probably, I'm not sure if anybody's here familiar with like roof pitching, but if a 112 roof is a really, really light pitch and a 1212 roof is a church steeple, this is more at like a 512. It's just very, very, very lightly descending. So you can keep a good eye on her. You two go down another probably 250, 300 feet before it levels out and takes a slight turn to the right. Another 30 feet or so. Doc, give me a perception check, please. Okay.
12.
They're gone. I can't see them anymore.
So from around the bend, you hear a very deep, very low octave grumbling. Sounds like something is grumbling under their breath, or under its breath. You hear...
Does that sound familiar to what I heard at the bridge?
Make an intelligence check. It is not only very familiar, but you recognize the language immediately as giant.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to...
You also only seem to hear a single voice.
Okay. I'll start heading back toward the party.
Okay. So you turn around, you begin to move back up and around the bend, and about that time, Ree kind of, like, almost bumps into you completely as she just materializes in front of you again.
Holy fucking shit.
I'll put my hand over the mouth. And I'm going to point toward the party.
Okay. So the two of you begin your ascent back around the curve, along the straight, and then boom, up to the low pitch, and then to the very steep pitch, the origination pitch, which is where it platforms out, which is where you're at here. As you begin to approach Gray, you do see coming up and out of what is very obviously the beginning of a descent, the head of Ree and Doc, as they are quietly tiptoeing ever so slightly along both the rails and the gravel towards you.
Clive, you have a gnome and a rat coming.
When Gray says that there's a rat coming, there's an arrow on that, an arrow knocked and ready.
Okay, it's a goblin, but it looks like a rat.
I'm gonna end up shooting them by accident one of these days. I'm gonna
That
shoot
seemed to
them
be your
with
thing.
on purpose.
Don't worry, Ree would be fine. As we get up to them, Doc's gonna kind of like try to get everybody back into the little area over here.
Okay.
And she's gonna be speaking way more quietly than before, now that she knows that there's definitely something up there and what it is. Okay, so... I'm pretty sure it's an ogre. Possibly a giant. Whatever it
Even a
is.
giant ogre.
Ugh. Whatever it was, it's big, and it's gross. But I did only hear one. Talk at that point, at least. But I don't know who it would have been talking to, unless it was just talking to itself out loud.
I assume if it's talking to somebody, unless it's a fucking lunatic.
Well, then which is better? I'm not sure.
That's right.
So, knowing that, last time that we encountered this situation, you know, that one had all of them on its back, the blue guys, so we know there's at least one blue guy here, probably not only one. We should really prepare ourselves for decent combat, and, but that's definitely the direction we need to go.
If there's ones on that fucker's back, I think I can make an arrow split again. Like I've done a couple of times.
Hey, so when it comes to needing to like, take their heads, I'm gonna need somebody else to do that.
Can you carry him?
You hear the torch fizzle out and go dark.
I mean, I can probably carry it, but I just don't. I can't be the one to do it.
Okay, that's fine. You get it then.
As we're probably in the room, Gray, I guess, as the thing goes dark, he'll just sigh and he'll pull out his knife, and then it just starts to glow. He's just gonna cast light on the dagger.
Oh, okay. I was like, when the fuck did you get a magic dagger? What do you mean? You just pull it out and it starts to fucking glow? No, it doesn't.
Also,
Okay, so yeah, so
You
all
guys
right.
know I have light and the dagger.
Yeah, I did it on the arrow.
All right. So as you're as you guys are standing there, Gray pulls this knife out. You hear like a soft shh, and then this very whispered incantation before.
Gray's eyes,
fucking
he gave
eyes.
no warning.
there are a
Jesus,
lot of things happening.
girl, damn it, Gray, come on, man, warn us.
You got to do the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, and then turn it off.
Aurora just very quietly says, "Thanks."
At least one of you.
Okay, I think we should not waste too much time. Why don't we head down that way? I don't think they knew I was there. He didn't sound terribly smart. I think if he knew I was there, he would have come to attack me, but it doesn't mean that whoever he's with didn't know. Or she. I shouldn't assume.
I don't care. It'll be a corpse anyway.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a lady ogre.
They probably
I
look the
wouldn't
same.
know if I have. I don't know. Alright, so, obviously we're not going to be stealthy since we've got this giant glow about us, but, trying to be
I
like,
can put it out.
well, we gotta make sure that Aurora can get down there. Do you want to just lead her that way? We can lead her in the dark, or?
You should just hold on to my belt.
A rope around.
I'll be fine. Just tell me if there's a giant pit that I'm gonna step into or some shit. I don't need to be led around.
Everybody get your quiet shoes on, because I'd like to get the jump on them if we can.
I'm not wearing any shoes.
You
Yes.
can put your knife away, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Use your quiet toes.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Sneaky feet.
I'm gonna, excuse me, stealth again.
Okay. Just you?
Oh yeah, I'm
I
definitely.
encourage our repeat.
Probably all of us.
Okay. Everybody's going to be making their stealth check with disadvantage as you are all standing in a very bright light.
Oh, he's setting
Hey, I put it
I
away.
thought you sheathed it, right?
Ah. Hang on, I gotta change the light effects.
And then I'll cast guidance on
Turn it
Aurora.
off and on again, off and on. off and on. Just turn it into a disco.
There we go. Okay, so stealth rolls. Regular stealth rolls. Okay, so I see an 18 for
Okay.
Doc, an 11 for Ree, a 16 for Aurora.
I casted guidance on Aurora, just so you know.
Okay, 18.
Not
Oh
great.
no, I should have
All
put
right.
on Gray.
Put it on Gray.
So stealth is a multifold check as a whole. It has a lot to do with both sound and sight, where Gray is not bad at being unseen when he deems it necessary, as Shadow tends to just cling to him. He unfortunately, with a 9 strength and 8 constitution, I believe, is a bumbling fool, for the most part. So there's a lot of hiccups as far as like stepping over rocks and accidentally on top of all of the rest of the party members who happen to be small size. And as you guys are going down into the tunnel, it does take some getting used to, even though Gray can see perfectly fine for the most part. I mean, obviously there are great scales. He does a lot of tripping, a lot of sliding, just very sickly and frail by nature. You go down the steep portion of the descent. You kind of level out into the semi-steep portion of the descent, and then you flatten out and you begin to hit the curve. It's about at that point that coming around the curve, you hear very audible, very lazy, and very loud footsteps in the gravel on the tracks, and you hear an audible grumbling, again in a very, very heavy, deep octave. It seems to be moving very slow, just so we're clear.
In our direction, or?
Yeah.
I think we should hide.
Is there anywhere good to hide where we are?
You are in a tunnel.
Just a
Right.
bare rock tunnel.
It is it is a very well carved out tunnel, but I mean, unless you can parkour to like the ceiling or the sides, there's not like it's not like they've dug crevices out for hiding. They're fucking dwarves.
It could have been a past life. Yeah, they're coming. Prepare yourselves. We can't see. Can we see them right now? Or just hear them?
Nope, just here.
Okay.
Again, it's very slow and shambling. It's very it's moving very monotonously. It's very lazy.
Okay.
Aside from me, who could I tell who was making probably the most noise?
Who's making the most noise so far? It's been Ree, but it's only been because of the occasional like bouncing of the Morning Star off the ground or off of off of herself. Maybe an occasional cuss word under her breath that you're like, ah, fuck, there we go.
Okay, in that
Loud
case,
fart.
Yeah, loud fart, right? Yeah, very reminiscent to the creature.
I guess Gray with his little hand drum. She's gonna.
Oh.
Fuck it! I'm gonna tap like a hand drum, and I'm gonna turn me and re-invisible.
Oh.
Okay, are you attempting to stealthily use your verbal component, which is the tapping of the hand drum?
Yeah, because it's not like the war drum where it's this echoing thing. I figured it.
But
Still make noise,
all
obviously.
verbal components must be, I mean, they are audible up to, a certain range, so they are very enunciated, intentional thing. So go ahead and give me a stealth check. It's a good fucking stealth check. Alright, so you mutter you mutter the incantation portion, and you tap along on the hand drum, and there's a couple of but you keep it quiet enough to where the whispers that you incant echo almost up and around the wide part of the cave and just kind of vanish. As that happens, Doc and Aurora, you see Ree and Gray fizzle out of actually, I take that back. Aurora, you don't see shit. Doc, you see Ree and Gray just fucking disappear.
Who were you holding on to, Aurora? Were you holding on to anybody?
No, she got really stubborn about being taken care of, and so she's just blindly taking her chances at the moment.
Knowing Rhea, I think Gray would try and like whisper over to her. You and me are invisible. Can't see us.
Doc will
Can I
actually.
see myself?
No.
As you look down at your hands, it's weird, Ree. Like, weird question. Has Ree ever been invisible?
No.
Okay, so you look down at your hand, and as you do so, you see the grayscale, but like the grayscale color, and you see your hand, but your hand is fucking translucent. You can see straight through it.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
Look at-
If I blink, do I see through my eyelids?
Yes.
Oh, that's real fucking weird.
Gray, you don't.
When they disappear, Doc's actually going to panic for a second and go down to the ground and feel to see if there's a hole that they fell through or something.
Yeah, so you pat around on the ground. Go ahead and just give me a perception check. This is going to be... actually, give me an investigation check.
Checking my job.
No, there's definitely no hole they fell into. And it's about that time that from around the corner, you hear... and the muttering under the breath. And stepping out from around the corner, you see... You see this big, ugly, mugged fucking creature that appears to have been battered and bruised at least at some point in time. Doc and Ree, give me an intelligence check. I know I'm asking for a lot here, but...
Smart as fuck, boy.
Honestly, you the moment it appears, you panic and your mind just goes blank for a moment. But as it rounds the corner, it stops and it looks down directly at Ree and at not Ree, sorry, it's not that cool. At Doc. I got so many fucking small people here with just one syllable names. It's killing me.
No, the small one. The other small
Yeah, the other one. So it looks down at Doc and Aurora. And it doesn't freak out. It just stares at you momentarily. Obviously, Aurora, you don't see shit, but you smell like the most rancid tier of like 10-week-old deep south swamp ass.
Really?
You say it out loud, and you hear as a reply.
Sorry.
What the fuck is this?
You see it blink heavy a couple of times and squint down.
What the fuck is you? And what is you?
We're here to inspect the tunnel.
I didn't ask what you were here for. I asked what the fuck was you?
Oh, I
Tunnel
don't
inspectors.
know.
What?
A tunnel inspector gnome.
Make a deception check.
Oh no.
Oh, that's no good. I only rolled a 4. And I only rolled a 4 and I have a -2. It blinks again and looks down. It looks past you a little bit.
Alright. And what the fuck is that thing?
And Doc, you see it point towards Aurora. Although, Ree, you panic for a second because the finger's definitely pointing at you.
That's a halfling tunnel inspector.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
You definitely hear a
I'm gonna speak
light-
up at this point in time.
No!
Stop it.
Better now than when we're fighting him, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Gonna say Aurora's gonna say, yeah, there's got to be at least one competent one between the two of us. She's still in training.
As they're
Give me a sec.
talking-
Give me a sec. Make a persuasion check, and yeah, go ahead, Ree.
As they're talking, Ree was gonna try to like sneak her way like around.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Is it with advantage because she's invisible?
I
No,
think it's only a safe. If they
it'll
do
be
see.
yeah, it'll be a straight laced.
Ooh, dirty store-bought.
I mean, do I even bother rolling my fucking dice tonight, or? Okay, so here's how this goes down. First of all, you said you were gonna sneak around behind it. Is that what you said?
Or yeah, kind of past it a little bit if I can.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't get past it.
No, it's. I mean, It's tough to get past it because it's about as wide as the tunnel is, but you are a small creature and you have no problem. I mean, you've moved through and around ogres and other large creatures before. This is not that difficult, and it's very engaged in these two that are here. You make it around no problem. Aurora, so you say that, and it looks down at you.
She's still in training. Is that right? Why is she fucking lying to me then?
She's not very good at her job yet.
Alright. Now I suppose I accept that. So you're a gnome tunnel inspector and a halfling tunnel inspector. Alright, I need you to answer one more question for me because I've got a lot of curiosities floating around in my brain sack. What the fuck is a halfling?
I'll like use my thumb. It's a type of person.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're the same thing, aren't you?
You would think so. We're a little bit different. Gnomes have a sense of humor.
But she's the funny one.
And he points towards Aurora.
Yes, they have a sense of irony. So, humor, irony.
This is why
She ain't got no iron on her. What are you talking about? I'm fucking confused now. You got me all tripped up. Shit. Where did you come from? What? Why? Damn it, hang on a second. Stupid fuck thing. Did you? Shit. Hang on a second, I'm sorry. You got me all fucking confused now.
You see he starts to bumble around. He starts, like, poking at his temple with his big finger.
Well, so actually, I have a question. How did you get in here?
He stops and looks down.
You're a big, strong fella.
Yeah. No, I know I'm pretty fucking strong. I'm also very big.
and you're not on our list of approved mine tenants.
What? Shit. Alright. Can you help me out? What is a tenant?
The list of it's the people that are supposed to be down here during our inspection. You're not on the list. We're gonna have to figure that out.
No, wait. Hold on 1 second now. I think I've been pretty forthright with you all. You can be a little forthright with me, except for her, who still stinks like bullshit. I stink like real shit, you stink like bullshit. No, if that's what your name really is. Alright, but I'm listening to you. You say I'm not on the list. You don't even know what I is.
Well, you're a dwarf, and all the names in our list are for dwarves.
Did you just call me a fucking dwarf? No, we took these mines from them little stunty pricks.
How many are you?
We got our big list.
Wait, hold on, stop with the rapid fire questions. You're getting me all confucked. What did you ask me? You said, what's now?
How many of you are there down here? How many of your party, group, people?
He looks down at himself.
I just got one of me, I think.
Well, you said we, so who else took this from the fucking dwarves?
You're talking about like the big picture stuff. Yeah, no, that was the anointed one, or so I think he calls himself.
He calls himself that? You don't call him that?
fuck no, I can barely say the word. You know how much it took to fucking choke that out? Look, I got nosebleed.
And sure as shit, you look up and he's got a little tiny trickle of blood coming out of his nose.
Oh, that happens to me too. Don't worry. So the anointed one, does the anointed one, she'll do air quotes, does the anointed one have followers that are here too?
Can you break that down for me by follower? Technically, I followed the anointed one, but I'm not sure what you mean by that.
People or beings that want to stay with the anointed one who helps to take over the tunnels.
He stops and thinks, and there is a long, easily 20-second pause as he taps his finger against his temple again, trying to comprehend what the fuck you just said. And then he responds with,
Are you talking about the little blue shits?
Yes, the little blue shits.
Yeah, I hate those pricks. They're always poking and prodding at me and throwing rocks at my head. But you know what I tell them? Look, you little fucks. I survived a goblin attack, so I could fucking rip you in two if I wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you fit all of them in your two hands, do you think? Or are there more than that?
he looks down at his hands, one of which is holding a massive club.
I could probably grind them down into sausages and put them all in one hand, but honestly, I think if I was just like, coon hunting or something, or like bear hunting, it'd probably take me a little bit more time, because there's a lot of them little fuckers.
Lots of them, okay.
But I would never think about harming one of them, because the anointed one, he's got all that booyah that he does. He does the cracklings and the screamings, and he's got lots of fucking fire, mate. And let me tell you something, I don't like fire.
Oh, no. Does he threaten you with fire?
No, he doesn't threaten me with fire, but he promises me all sorts of weird whispery shit.
Is there anything he really doesn't like? Like, you don't like fire. Is there anything he really doesn't like?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
We're getting a little deep into this interrogation.
For fuck's sake, man.
Hey, it wasn't a 1. That's market improvement.
He stops as he has essentially rapid fire, like machine gun answered your questions, and he says,
Hold the fuck up here. Yous isn't the ones asking questions, it's me. This is my anointed one's tunnels, and I've been deemed worthy enough to protect it. Like I said before, I survived the fucking goblin attack. Got me head smashed in. I'm alive. That means I'm one tough fuck. I ain't scared of no gnoming halfling. Well, I'm a little scared of the halfling, but I'm not scared of you, because you drip with bullshit.
I'm not very scary.
Yeah, I can see that. Now,
You've got your job protecting the Anointed One's tunnels. We just have to get through our yearly inspection, and then we can get out of your hair.
who sent you?
I didn't hear what you said.
Who sent you?
I don't know. It's all the paperwork. They just throw the paperwork on our inside our tents in the morning, say you're up for the day, and then we go. I don't ask questions. That takes too much thinking.
make a deception check.
Yep.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh no, that's worse. It's a 2.
There's something fuckity going on here, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Well, do you like working with the Anointed One?
What kind of question is that? He's got booyog, of course I fucking like working for him. If he can shoot fire out of his eyes, why not? Can you shoot fire out of your eyes, gnome?
Not fire. I tend to stay away from fire, to be honest. But I can do
And
other
me too,
booyog.
fuck fire.
I know. I can do other booyog though.
Alright, I'm not impressed. You're sneaking around here in the dark, not using booyog to light your way. Then what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you never know what's down here.
He kind of glances around.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Now that you mention it, how the fuck did you get past all the rats and bats?
Oh, we gave him cheese.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Come on, more than like a 2.
But as I say that, I do want to grab at like the pouch that I have cheese for the rats and bats in, and I'm gonna hold it out. I'm like, we gave him cheese. Oh, I clicked. Oh god, no, that's garbage.
That's
3.
1, 2.
I haven't had cheese for this.
Alright. You two better come clean right fucking now before I start swinging, because you're starting to make me angry because I gotta use my brain sack, and when I use my brain sack, my nose bleeds, and I don't like fucking nosebleeds because I'm sick of cleaning myself up.
Alright, here's the truth. You can either stop working for them, stop being afraid of being burned with fire, and maybe we can find you work somewhere else, or we can all end up fighting.
You see this big, nasty, toothy grin kind of come across his face, and you can see this dude is missing probably 3/4 of his teeth. The only real teeth that are still remaining are half of his left tusk, his right bottom tusk, and then a couple teeth in between. And he smiles and he says,
You think you're fucking clever, don't you, gnome?
Not right now.
You think, after surviving a goblin attack, I wouldn't know the smell of one dipping under my ball sack and standing behind me? You don't think I would know the smell of sulfur from a fallen fucking angel who's quivering in fear right now, pissing his own pants? I know you got more down here than you're letting on, and I know you're bullshitting me.
Goblin attack part 2! And Ree will swing up and whack him up right upside of the nutsackies.
okay, why don't we all go ahead and give me just 1 second.
I'm hoping to get my Slayer
Hallelujah.
before you did that.
Make sure before you roll initiative, when he tells us to, you click your character.
Yeah, we're doing it right here because this was a non-scripted combat. I didn't expect it to go this route, and that is my fault. So, give me 1 second to set some things up.
When conversation breaks down.
So yeah, I am so sad that I about the 2, 3, and 4 for deception in a row, and the 2 nat 1s.
Those
Like,
are a lot of really bad rolls.
you know
I hope
what?
that's it. I hope that's it for the rest of the night now.
We were getting him out of the way pre-combat, and
I like that when persuasion started, the bard dipped.
Alright, so, do not click your characters. I'm actually doing this on my end because it's only 5 of us as a manual initiative, so just go ahead and roll your initiatives. I rolled like shit.
Did you roll worse than me somehow?
oh god,
No, but by 1. Literally by fucking 1. Alright, so let's see. Lucy. Then Kat. Wow, Candace, that's actually really fucking low for you.
It is very low. I almost did it at advantage, and then I realized it's the wrong character.
It's different though.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you go to swing up, as the ogre has already noted that it was well aware that you were standing there, Gray, you get the jump. You don't see Ree beginning her swing, but as she is taking the time to wind up her Morning Star, you see the ogre kind of grip his club and begin to look down like, oh shit.
Okay. Gray, it's gonna be the first time I use this ability, but innately, I'm going to. The Gray's voice will like boom out, kind of, just specifically towards the ogre, as I use my once a day Mantle of Majesty, where I can, as a bonus action, cast Command
Okay,
for a minute. So.
give me 1 sec. And Mantle of Majesty is a very, very important ability. Okay, so
He does speak common. I figured I'd use it.
So once per long rest as a bonus action. Okay, so you pop your bonus action and you drop concentration, meaning that your invisibility immediately fades, revealing Rhea and yourself in the tunnel. Your new concentration picks up on Mantle of Majesty, which lasts for 1 minute. So, as a bonus action, as a bonus action, you cast Command without spending a spell slot. So you do that immediately, and then afterwards, every turn you can spend a bonus action and cast Command. So, okay, what command do you shout at this thing as your invisibility fades away and your Mantle of Majesty? Well, first of all, what the hell does your Mantle of Majesty look like? Yeah. And what is your command?
I think the look is just like normal Gray, but his voice just sounds kind of like booming and louder.
Okay.
Probably has like this weird echo in it.
Okay, perfect.
And he's gonna say drop. I can only use one word.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second to make a wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
Okay, so you pull this ethereal veil across your body, and as you do so, you shout at the ogre in a very commanding voice, drop. And you see very quickly this flash come over its eyes as it immediately lets go of the grip on its club, and the club hits the ground.
Then as an action, or that was just my bonus action, correct?
That was your bonus action.
Okay. As an action, I am gonna cast. Ree's behind him, so that'd not be a good idea. Actually, yeah, would I be able to like aim fairy fire like a bit to like the lot behind and to the left of him, so that it hits him on like the edge? Ree and Doc.
Give me a sec. So I know we're on this map right now, but the tunnel is for size, and there are no inlets or outlets there. So give me just 1 sec. You said fairy fire.
Yeah.
I will give you your fairy fire to see if you can place it where you want to place it. So you could place it right there. Yep. You could place it right there and hit him, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is gonna come out of his eyes, and it's gonna look like actual fire.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying. Okay, well, that happened. Fairy fire is what, a dexterity saving throw, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe. Yes, it's a dex 14.
14 exactly, so no effect from the fairy fire. But as you mutter your incantation, as he drops the club, you begin the second. You begin your second incantation, and the fire comes spilling out of your eyes in the form of thousands, tens of thousands of these weird firefly-like specks, and as it begins to swirl around, you see the ogre just swat everything away from him before they fade out.
Raising his smile and say, "See, I can do it too." And that's gonna be.
Okay, that brings us to Aurora.
Well, I can't see it, which sucks. But you know what? I can hear it and I can smell it. I don't feel like accidentally shooting Doc, so I'm going to move up. And I'm going to swing blindly at this thing.
Okay, go ahead and make an give me one sec. Yeah, so go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage.
And I have 2 short sword and a dagger that I'm doing between my attack, extra attack, and 2 weapon fighting.
Understood.
I'm making sure Slayer's Prey is turned off because I can't see it. Being blind sucks.
Yeah. I mean, without an issue, you absolutely hit it with the first short sword swipe. Okay, with an additional... okay, give me one sec. That's 7 and 7. So that is short sword, dagger, short sword. Okay, so all of them hit. So that is 14. That is 20 points. Jesus Christ.
Blind fighting, holy fuck.
You've been doing it wrong this whole time.
So you run up to this thing, and your blades are already out. And you're right, you can't see it, but you smell this fucking thing, and you hear it. And it is already cussing and screaming in a language nobody here understands. And you follow that. And as you draw your blade up its leg, you find its kneecap, and you fucking stab in. Pull out, stab up and behind the same kneecap with your dagger. As you withdraw, you pull your short sword out, and you draw it across the back of the hamstring. You don't quite get all the way through the muscle, but you feel the ogre buckle under the flurry of blades and begin to stagger immediately.
And she's going to just say, that's what a halfling is. And that's all.
All right. Which psychopath is next? Oh, Doc.
That'd be me. I guess since Aurora attacked it.
That is never a good preface for you doing something bad.
No, I'm not doing something bad. I'm doing something awesome.
Aurora jumped off a cliff.
But since Aurora, because initially I wasn't going to, but Doc's gonna sigh and say it didn't have to come to this. And then I'm going to try to get it out of its misery quickly and use Assassinate since it has not yet taken a turn in combat, so that I have advantage on my attack roll.
Just so we're clear, it did not attack first.
I know.
You said since
Since we're attacking.
you were saying justifications, and I was
Yes.
like, well, we'll see what your god says. So the 16 does hit, and it hits as an automatic crit with Assassinate and the sneak attack, which is a total of 13, which means you do 26 points of damage total. So you, as this thing is starting to buckle, you like jump up and grab onto the left shoulder. As this thing was facing Ree, by the way, because it heard Ree starting to swing at it. It, in its current unarmed and unaggressive state, is starting to buckle under the attempted hamstring by Aurora. I almost said she because that's a fucking she move. But as that is happening, you jump up and kind of vault yourself up enough. You rear your short sword back and you drive it into the neck, and you feel your short sword go all the way down to the crossguard into this thing's neck. You give it 2 quick saws, and you feel blood immediately begin to spray from the right jugular vein, and you pull your short sword out before jumping off, and you hear it screaming now. The screams are echoing through this hall, like almost borderline making the walls shake.
Ugh, it's terrible.
It does not drop.
Okay. Good God. Okay. So I guess I'll hit her with the dagger.
Okay.
No, I won't.
You know what? That is correct. You won't. So you hit it. As you hit it, its hide, its actual like flesh, is just too dense for that secondary strike to get through.
All right. Yeah, I guess that is what I will do.
Okay. It is its turn. So on its turn, it reaches up and it grabs its throat, and you see it actively, almost instinctually, press its thumb down into the jugular, the part of the jugular vein that is going into its chest, and you see it writhe in agony as it plugs it up, and it looks straight at Rhee and goes,
It's fucking you. Why'd you let me live the first time? And coughs blood in your face.
Oh shit.
Oh no, that's not good.
and it can't. It is essentially at this point stunned to oblivion as it is trying to prevent itself from bleeding to death. Rhee, your turn.
Oh, son of a bitch, is this the same guy?
And Rhee, it's about that time you realize this is the fucking ogre that you knocked out on the bridge.
Alright, well, here it goes again. I'm going to non-lethally attack it. Oh, no, actually, I won't. I won't attack it. No, I'll just... just drop my weapon. Oh, fuck, it's you? You're still alive?
It responds.
Of course I'm fucking alive, you didn't kill me. But I've got questions, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, shit, Doc, can you help this guy? Can you help this guy? Can you help this guy?
We're still in combat, so.
Okay. So, anything else, Rhee?
No, that's it.
All right. Now everybody hears this. This exchange did happen in common. Gray.
Gray gets an idea from hearing this, and he's going to stand, well, out of reach. So I guess behind.
I cast
Dog.
disintegrate.
Yeah, disintegrate.
I just figured.
Power word kill. Night.
Yeah. He was in pain. I had to dust him. I'm sorry.
Had it end it. No. He's gonna look over to him. He's gonna tell. Obviously, he's gonna point there and go. He's gonna point to Doc first and go, hold off on Rhee's command for now. Meanwhile, Aurora, try not to murder just yet. And then he's gonna look over and go, look, you've seen what we can do. You've seen twice now what we can do. And I'm sure you don't want to die. Even someone as dumb as you don't want to die. I'll give you a chance. We can heal you. You can leave. Or you can join us, even better. Kill the fucking, I don't know, anointed prick and his little blue assholes.
Make a persuasion check. And I'm unfortunately going to have to tell you to do it with disadvantage because you've put this thing in a very precarious situation. Oh, that's a good fucking start. Do not let me down. Fucking... I rolled a fucking nat 1. Look, when your jugular vein has been completely severed and you have a finger down it, you need to start figuring things out. So, fight or flight kicks in, and it responds. Are you guys hearing the ogre voice, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because if it was just me doing this goofily without the voice changer, I'd feel weird. Okay, so it looks over at you as you say that, and as it looks over, Rhee, Aurora, you both feel this hot spray of liquid hit your face as the blood kind of squirts on you. But he looks at you and says,
Fucking hell. Yeah, just fucking... I'm fucking dying here. I've got questions for the brainstem.
Alright then. Doc, if you could do the honors.
all right, that brings us to Aurora. Aurora's like, so anyways, then I started blasting.
I'm going to trust fucking Gray, and I'm going to
Those were the last
reach
words she ever said.
forward and see if I can will this thing blindly healed.
Okay. And what are you doing? Are you trying to cast a cure?
I'm just doing a level 1 cure. But I can't see. I have no idea how this thing's injured. It's going to be interesting.
You can still smell it. I'm not going to make you reach for a touch attack, as it's pretty much incapacitated this time. So go ahead and roll. Okay, 5. So yeah, you reach out, and as Gray and it are talking, you instinctively reach out. You guys hear a very quiet incantation, but you see a pulse of green energy from a little tiny halfling fingertip touch this thing somewhere in its chest region, as it is now collapsed down to both of its knees. And you see these green, almost vein-like tendrils kind of creep up its body to where its head is. Those of you who can see in the dark can see it. And it immediately patches and pushes its finger out of its own throat, and it seals that part up, and it stops bleeding to death. Obviously, it's still pretty fucked up, but yeah, it's in a good state right now. All right, that brings us to Doc. Just give me 1 second here, just for preface to potentially help you around or guide you around. It does reply after that happens.
Oh, fuck. Thank you. Well, I don't remember what you said you was, but thank you.
Doc says, I'm so sorry, I thought you were gonna kill us. I'm so sorry. And then she says, she'll take out her, oh, fuck it, I'll use closed wounds on him.
Oh, hang on a second. I don't know what this fucking thing's hit dice are. Okay.
But she'll be, like, kind of, like, patting him and, like, trying to stop the bleeding and saying she's sorry. And then she'll say, Gray.
Oh, that was a good fucking close wounds. Homeboy's healing some hit points tonight.
She'll say, Gray, you're not the boss of me. And then she'll say she's sorry again. I was gonna heal you anyway.
12,
But she also will sheathe her weapons. So
okay.
Since he has none, and she's
So as you cast the closed wounds, you reach out and kind of like touch it on the on its like left thigh. You feel there is an actual physical heat in the thigh down to the knee and behind the knee and into the hamstring that was essentially just eviscerated on this thing. And again, there is a flash of energy before it kind of dulls into a red ember, and you hear audible sizzling, almost like a cauterization, as it breathes heavily in a sigh of relief. Now, is anybody intending on attacking this thing again, or are we considering ourselves out of combat?
out of combat.
Okay.
Doc will say, "Oh, thank Garl," and just
So
step back.
it breathes heavily, it turns, and it leans back against the wall, and it is panting heavily. And it says,
Fuck. Alright. Give me a minute to catch my breath, if that's alright, before we start clubbing me again.
Do you need more healing?
It looks down at itself, and you see it's still got some blood on it, but it's like,
Nah, I mean, I'm a little worse for wear, but I'm nowhere near meeting my maker anytime soon, so just give me a minute to have a breather, and, I was kidding, I know what a halfling is, I know she can't see in the dark, so strike up a torch or something so she can at least see my fucking face. It's something to behold.
Great.
We will.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryu's was gonna take out her torch.
all right, so
This is quietly getting called out again about having a weakness just put out into the ether like that.
You are. I told you, you're big and tough. You're big and tough.
I don't need to be talking about that. I see.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I'm big and tough. You're fucking small and strong, though. You almost took my entire leg fucking straight off. Wow. Didn't expect to get fucked up by a whole group of stunties, no offense, but, I figured if I was going to meet my maker, it would have been the first time around. Now, on that note, I've got a couple of questions for you, Greenskin.
Yeah, all right.
I'm keeping at least the dagger out. I'll shoot the short sword, but
He points straight at you, right into your face, and he says,
I know how our people are. Some might call us savages, but there's a code of conduct in melee combat. You shouldn't have let me live, damn it. You know damn well that if I'm defeated, you should have bashed me fucking skull in when I was knocked unconscious. And I see how strong you is. You let me fucking live and you dishonored me. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
Listen, man, I've come across some shit in my life where I couldn't just kill you outright. It just didn't feel right to me at the time. Still doesn't. I wasn't gonna do the same to you again today. Listen, if it was some kind of dishonor, I don't know, I'll let you smack me or something, but you don't have to die. I don't think anybody needs to die today. Well, except for all those bats. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those bats. They only taste good when you've crisped them twice. Nah, I ain't gonna hit you. There's no fucking point in hitting you. I hit you 7 or 8 times before and you didn't take a fucking dent. Which is what I'm more curious about. You got some sort of fucking weird booyog, or you one of them...
he stops, dead in his tracks, and stares you in the eyes.
You're a fucking berserker, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, sometimes when I get really mad, yeah, I get kind of hard to hurt.
It glances around at the rest of the group.
You, gnome. And you too, Halfling. I watched you kill them fucking Zvat. I watched you kill our holder. That's the guy with the backpack. I watched you slaughter things. But you let me live. If she wasn't capable of knocking me down and putting me out of me fucking misery, right proper, why didn't you do it? I know where the fuck you are. You just severed me fucking artery in one swipe. You almost cut me fucking leg off. You've got the capability to do it. Why didn't you do it?
why bother?
What do you mean, why bother? What do you mean, why bother? Because I've been defeated in combat, you might as well slit me fucking throat, because now you're dealing with me again.
And now you're helping. It's amazing how things happen.
Well, who the fuck said I'm helping? I'm just asking questions.
It would be a good way to bring back that honor, and I wasn't kidding about finding you somewhere else to work, somebody else to work for. I didn't want to fight you.
Yeah, you don't have to work for these blue dick assholes. They're just taking advantage of you, man.
I don't work for the lot of them. I only work for the Anointed One because he's got that crazy fucking booyog. You ever seen him when he does the booyog? All that weird purple veins glowing and fucking tweaking out, and he slips into the shadows and vanishes. He says he hears the whispers of a dragon from somewhere not this fucking world, mate. You think I'm gonna deny that?
Oh.
You think he's full of shit?
No, absolutely not. We've heard this shit a lot before. Who is he? Who is this? Anointed?
The Anointed One?
That's all I know. He rolled up into our clan about a week ago. Nah, 2 weeks ago, maybe. Said, look, I need some strong soldiers. Said, alright, I'm pretty fucking strong. What you need, mate? He said, I've been talking to a dragon from beyond our realm. Of course, we all laughed at him initially. And then he started the booyah bullshit. And then we heard the whispers. We saw the shadows, mate. We saw the fucking shadows. So myself and about 6, 7 of the other boys, we rolled out with him. Came down into these caves. Saw a bunch of other little blue creatures. Little nasty shits. Angry. Balding. Look like goblins, but 10 times ugly and 5 times as fucking weak. You know they use slings. Who the fuck uses a sling, mate?
Right? Fucking punk asses.
To answer your question, and to hopefully convince you to help us, because we could use the help. We don't know what we're up against, and you do. The reason that you weren't killed outright is because she, and she'll kind of nod her head over toward Ree, recently died. And we managed
He
to-
blinks heavy and cuts you off full stop.
What you mean she fucking died? She's standing right here.
We were able to bring her back.
What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, we
Super
have some,
booyah.
yeah, we got some booyah that keeps people from dying. We pretty much everybody here has died at least once.
Yep, man.
Except for Gray.
You're telling me that there is booyog out there that will keep you from fucking dying?
I can do it. I can do it.
You shut your fucking lying mouth. You've lied to me 10 times over right now. Are you serious right now?
I'm totally serious.
Make a persuasion
Yeah, she
check
can do
with
it.
advantage. With advantage. Advantage. It's not 3 rolls, that's just 2.
Okay, that's good.
He blinks and he goes,
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I just learned how to do it, but I can do it now. And Ree saw what it's like to die, and she didn't like the idea of you having to go through the same thing. So she didn't kill you, and we respected her wishes.
That's really fucked up. We do things differently in the savage realms. But I respect Booyog. Not because I'm scared of it, but because I'm impressed by it. I might not like fire very much, but if what you're telling me is true,
and you see him stop and think for a second, looks back down.
actually now that I think about it, you did use fucking Booyog to heal my wound, didn't you? You undid what was done. You're a fucking shaman, both of you.
And he nods to Aurora and Doc.
Gray just gonna put his hands up like, yeah, okay, them. He's not gonna interrupt.
Look, Gray is a scene setter, okay? Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. So you got 3 Booyogs here with you. And a fucking berserker. And you're telling me... Wait, question for you. Is it true what the Anointed One says? Is it true that there is some weird fucking dragon from beyond the realms that's coming back to tear this place asunder? And if you don't get on board, then you're gonna be burned under its fiery breath?
From what we know, yeah, there's fuck. What was his name again? Kakatoa.
Kakatoa, fuck that, I don't like that name.
Kankamankus.
No, that's even worse. No, go back to the first one.
Oh God, somebody help me out here. I can't fucking remember his
I'm
name.
trying to look through my notes and I'm laughing at the same time. But yes,
I forgot my notes in Nigeria.
we're fairly certain that that is true. There's at least something that we are trying to combat right now, and we're having a hell of a time, and we can use all the help we could get.
Yeah,
Gray.
We fought monkeys with like purple veins and shit like that. Oh yeah, we've seen this shit before.
Gray, as this is happening and you guys are like, what the fuck is this thing's name? You feel a very still cold grow up and around you very rapidly. And you hear something in your mind, and you are confident it is only in your mind and not out loud.
I think as he hears that, he's definitely gonna go. Northraxian, right? Giant shadow dragon. Go on.
Yes, that was the name. Yes.
Yeah, no, I was close.
What a bitch name. That first one was 10 times scarier. Fucking Nofraxian. What a prick.
Quite currently, he's in... He can't even get over here.
Oh, so we've got nothing to worry about. So what you're saying
no,
is...
he's
we're trying to do is, I don't even know anymore. I guess we're just trying to combat what's here already and prepare. But the more help we get, the better. And honestly, the idea of leaving you with these little blue assholes doesn't sit right with me, just like the idea of killing you didn't sit right.
I respect that. And I thank you for your candid answers. We can do one of two things to ensure that my honor is restored. Number one, I go toe-to-toe against the Greenskin to the death. Unfortunately, I have a sneaking fucking suspicion that this tough bitch is going to kill me, and I'm alright with that. Yeah. Number two, you heard me right, we roll back into those fucking caves, and we smash every one of those blueberry-licking pricks that we see, throw them into the fucking pit, grab the anointed one, and chokeslam the shit out of him, and tell him that fucking Nobraxian bitch ain't got nothing on Gothrax.
And then
I
he
mean,
slaps his chest.
I mean, honestly, bro, why even give us like two fucking options? That's clearly option number two. I mean, fuck.
Well, look, apparently you've never lived with fucking ogres, because a lot of the time it goes option one, I've got to smash somebody's fucking head in, then I gotta go sit with the shaman, and he's telling me, look mate, you can't fucking smash your brother's head in because I only got so much healing magic, and then we gotta send him to the fucking druids and he comes back as a pixie.
So,
Yeah, that's
if
fair enough.
Sounds like a great story.
Yeah.
will fighting with us, will that restore your honor enough? Will that satisfy, rather than you having to die?
No, nothing sounds more honorable than saying fuck you to a giant shadow dragon.
I think your fallen friend has a pretty good point. I think if I were to get my hands on some of these blue pricks, I could probably smash their heads against a wall. And if I go down fighting, at least I did it, regaining my fucking honor the way it was supposed to be, not left bleeding out and fucking knocked up on a bridge like some sort of goofy-looking breadloaf bimbo. Might as well have pushed me into the fucking pit with the holder.
Hey, listen, for what it's worth, too, I was hoping to not let the holder die either, but he just kind of leapt into the pit and kind of...
Yeah, there's only one holder that I brought with us, and to be honest with you, he's kind of a bitch like that. He knew he wasn't going down, so I'm not surprised he did what he did.
Alright.
Well, if we're gonna go into battle, can I heal you more to make sure that you're at your fullest?
Yeah.
You see him look down, and he kind of like touches his knee, and you see this massive bruise, probably a watermelon-sized bruise around the top of the knee, going down into the shin and about halfway up the thigh. And you can tell it's dislocated, and it is bleeding profusely from the inside out.
So Doc will, obviously I'm going to use closed wounds again, but she will also use her medical training and try to reset the leg, and obviously that's not going to be very easy because he's a big guy, but
Okay.
I can
she's
help you
going
out with that.
yeah, she'll instruct, and she wants it to be more than just booyah, you're fixed. So she wants it to be a show of I'm doing what I can.
Okay, go ahead and make a medicine check for me, and then whatever healing that you want to do. Now, it can take... Are you using a charge with that? Are you using a charge from your healer's kit on it?
Sure, yeah.
It can take it once a day,
Yeah,
so...
I'll do that.
All right, go ahead and roll that first.
I'm going to use guidance as well
Okay, yep, perfect.
on my medicine check. I mean.
Yes, I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck are you gonna... Okay, that's 13...
16.
16, okay, perfect. So you mutter your incantation, and as you do so, the golden nugget flashes, and you reach down. Okay, wow, that's actually pretty fucking good. So, within that medicine check, you grab onto the leg, both of you. Ree kind of supports from the knee down, which is easily 60 pounds in itself. I mean, this thing is fucking huge. But as Ree lifts it up, Doc, you grab onto the kneecap with one quick shift. This thing...
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that feels so much better.
You reset the knee, and you begin to apply a lot of salve. It actually requires 2 charges to do the healing on the ogre, but you do get an extra 3 hit points that was from your guidance to the creature, and it appears to be very, very close to full health. At this point, it's just very minor scarring and like weeping bruises and things like that. Or I'm not weeping bruises, weeping wounds, things like that. It's very scabbed up.
I'd be remiss if I didn't do at least one more of these, and I'll use close ones.
Okay, yep, it's got plenty of hit dice. And there we go.
And then as she's done, she'll gently pat like the bandages and stuff, and she'll say, "Carl's got you," and then step back.
It looks down at you kind of surprised, and it says,
Who the fuck is Garo?
Ah, Glitter Gold. Pretty awesome.
That's it. Oh, wow, you said that really nonchalant, like, no big deal, it's a fucking god. Yeah, you ever heard of Grooms?
Yeah, actually, I believe I was telling. I feel like I was telling Ree about Grunch when we were trying to figure out how to get her back in a place. Where she,
Oh wait, no, you're talking about the other god, the other goblin god.
Maglubiet, that's you.
that is who I brought up. You're right.
All the goblins I know worship Maglubiet, but yeah, me and the boys, we worship Grooms. Grooms is, well, Grooms likes to drink blood, eat the weak, kind of a pussy, to be quite honest with you. Tell me about this glitter gold guy, though. You did your booyog because of, like, the glitter magic, because all that healing and whatnot, it, like, put into my leg. My leg feels like it was gonna fall off and now it's magicked back together. So you're telling me that this fucking guy did that? Or was it really just you speaking some fancy language I don't understand?
No, it's him, and he works mostly off of luck. So today was your lucky day.
Oh, fuck me, what if I'm in the heat of battle and I got bad luck? I just
You die
die.
honorably, right?
make a persuasion check with advantage. He blinks, heavy, and he kind of opens his eyes at you wide,
Fuck yeah, I do.
and he reaches down and he grabs his club, and he kind of pulls it closer to him.
So, you wanna go fucking kill some blueberries down in the caves?
Yes, let's go punch a blue dick in the face.
Let's go punch some blue dicks in the face.
There is something I should probably tell you before we go down there. There are other ogres down there. A couple of them, to be quite honest with you. And, most of them are not quite as smart as me. I happen to be a very intelligent ogre.
Smartest ogre I've
Probably
seen.
due to the knock on the head.
More than likely, yeah, my nose has been bleeding a lot less since I took that rep on the fucking dome. Yeah, but me mates might not see eye to eye. So if it comes down to it, it's gonna get real fucking dirty, real fucking fast. If you can get me out of here, and I don't die fighting, I'll do whatever fuck I've got to do to make sure that you get to where you need to be. You just tell me.
I just got a how did you get in here anyway? You didn't come through the front door, obviously.
Nah, fuck no. Little blue shit's got a secret entrance.
Is it down
All
by where we
dead.
found you?
Sorry you were talking over each other. What was that?
Was it down by where we found you on the bridge there?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, you're talking about where that weird ravine is. If you go probably like, I don't know, somewhere between 10 minutes and 20,000 hours north into the mountains. I don't understand time, to be quite honest with you. There is a little, like, panel, and you, like, kick the panel really hard, and then you just walk straight in.
Ah.
Well, I shouldn't say that. You don't walk straight in. The little blueberries walk straight in. I've got to fucking crawl. I felt like a dog the entire time.
Well, I think that I think you're going to be a really great help in this, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure you make it out, because otherwise, what was all this for?
Luck.
Yeah.
She gets
Carl-
like the
Carl's got
biggest
your back.
fucking smile on her face.
I like to say, may Garl's glitter be with you. That's what they say, and I think
It is now.
it is now.
He looks at you kind of confused.
Alright, may Goral's glitter be with you. Yeah, there we go. Fucking nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
Let's fucking rage!
And he stands up, and you hear all the elbows, knees, everything cracks at once. Knuckles, he cracks his neck, and you just hear this all the way down his spine, and he turns back towards the tunnel.
Alright, wait, are you fucking ready to do this? Cause we're about to just sprint. Are we just gonna do this thing, or like, do I?
Hey,
If you get taken by surprise, right?
wait, could you carry our little blind one on your back, maybe?
He looks down.
Absolutely fucking not.
Who's,
You can't
Fucking
that-
short.
No, our halfling,
come
halfling
on,
inspector.
Gobbo, do I look like a fucking holder to you?
I don't know, kind of. I don't know. What do they look like? They look.
What are you talking about? You saw that big thing on the back? Yes, no, I'm not a fucking holder. I ain't got no backpack for little people.
Sit on your shoulder or something?
Not a chance in any of the hells, Ray.
Now, fine.
It crouches down in front of you, and it kind of pokes its big finger in your chest. Not inappropriately, but it says,
You sure about that, little one? If you want to, you can sit on my shoulder, but I'm not very good as a holder.
Gray's gonna lean over to Aurora. Think of the stories.
Yeah, riding an ogre into battle.
Problem is, little one, if I get knocked the fuck down, or something bad happens, probably gonna happen to you too. If I fall on you, can't make a guarantee you're gonna make it out alive. But you're welcome to have a seat on my shoulder if you like. Oh, by the way, they do have torches down there. Yeah, some of these fucking guys can't see in the dark.
Hey, I got a super awesome plan. Like, if we see one of those guys, you ever hear of a game called gnome tossing?
I'm not.
he blinks a couple times, and he goes,
To be honest with you, I've never thrown a gnome, but I've heard of dwarven gnome tossing, and I've also heard of...
dwarf toss. Yeah.
I've heard of it.
So here, my idea is when we see like somebody who needs to get punched in the face, or if one of those little like blue dickheads is like way in the back, like booyah and trying to booyah me to death, you pick me up like a fucking football and you throw me at him, right?
Hell yes.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I am strong as fuck, boy.
It's my fucking line, don't you?
My apologies, I'm strong as fuck, girl.
Respect.
Oh yeah, no, fuck yeah, I can pick you up and throw you, no problem.
Sweet. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
But I should probably tell you too, sometimes when I get in like really fucking heated mode and I'm trying to like smash somebody's skull in and eat their fucking spinal cord, you're probably gonna need to shout it at me because I may not hear you over all the, screaming and yelling.
Oh yeah, no, I scream a lot too.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna, you want me to just go fucking screaming straight up the alley?
Is that what we want?
I mean,
Are you good at
is there-
sneaking?
fuck no. Look, are you fucking kidding me?
He stomps his foot and everything around you shudders momentarily.
I had a feeling.
Okay, wait. So,
I easily weigh as much as a mammoth. There's no way I'm quiet. I could try to be quiet, but to be honest with you, I think they probably smell me before they see me.
I don't think
what are
it's-
we?
Gotta find.
What are we walking into? At least, do we know? Like, is it like the next room like full of those assholes? Is this like next room like where like the anointed is, or what?
No, so, like, okay. Where I was on duty.
Duty.
Where I was on duty. Alright, sorry. Where I was on patrol, about 50 or so meters to the south, like going back down that tunnel I was at, there's a little like crossroads, right? And once you get to that crossroads, I was stationed one direction, and me bud Pip was stationed on the other side. Now, Pip's a right prick, if I could be totally honest with you, and probably deserves to get his fucking skull smashed in 3 days from Sunday. More than that, though, Pip was the other guy that you left alive on the bridge. Now, Pip came to before me, and Pip should have, according to our laws, killed me while I was unconscious. And the prick let me live, so I've got a little bit of a vendetta against him. If you go straight down the tunnel from there, not the crossroads, you're gonna start seeing some heat. From there, honestly, I don't really know the layout, but there's a lot of those little blue fucks. There's a couple of my people, all of which, as far as I'm concerned, are expendable. Hey, that reminds me, about 12 hours ago, 15 hours ago, 20 hours ago, at some point, that little blue prick, Booyah boy, Blueberry, yeah, he came running past me, and he was screaming something about the bats, the rats, everything is gone to shit, something like that. His language is strange. But he came screaming past me, so if he's going back to his little hideout, there's a good chance he's healed himself up real nice and tight and is waiting for you.
Yeah, we're afraid of that one.
Alright, mate. You want me to go first? If you want, I can go first. And I'll fucking smash Pip's face straight into his fucking blowhole, and y'all just push past me.
I mean, is there a chance that we can get Pip to, help us out too, or is that not?
Nah, fuck Pip, he was supposed to kill me, and he didn't talk so fancy like you fucks did.
I think we're lucky that we're able to spare your life. So if that's truly the way that your people do things, then we can respect that. But
Look, if I'm going down trying to restore my fucking honor, Pip's coming with me.
sure.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, if that's what you need to do, I guess.
Wait a minute, Gobbo, are you gonna be able to kill some of these little blue fucks, or are you gonna just, give them a little rap on the head and let them just fucking sleep it off? Cause, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I might need your help on that one.
Doc,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, Doc will look over at Ree and say, "We're all here to help however we can. Just remember that defending yourself is okay." And she'll kind of motion toward our new friend. Don't attack anybody who doesn't have a weapon.
Aurora.
I mean, a lot of guys don't have. Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say a lot of fucking those assholes don't have weapons. They just use that are booyah.
Well,
bullshit.
Booyog's a weapon though,
Yeah.
if it's used that way. So if you
He's got a
see it,
sling or two.
Yeah, it's true. You might have a sling. But I think that I do think that running, screaming in is probably the best way to handle this. Just try to take them by surprise as best as we can. Sneaking is not really an option. I can also make sure that we have, if they've got lights and stuff there, like Golthrax was saying, then I might be able to even brighten the lights once we get there to try to give us a little bit of an advantage, maybe spook them, at least throw them off.
And Aurora, who is, considerably less sentimental. Besides, even if you don't want to put them down, I will have no problems doing so.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you guys not to do it. I just don't think I can. I'm having trouble doing that lately. Fuck, yeah, like I said, fuck the bats. I don't care about the bats and the rats.
Truthfully, Ree, even if you did say so, these fuckers are gonna die.
You're fucking feisty for a halfling. Well, that's what you called her, right? Is halfling, yeah.
Say she's channeling her inner orc.
They're half orc.
What the fuck did you say?
She sometimes she feels like she's an orc or something.
It's a joke because she's short.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Sometimes I challenge me in a hill giant. Well, that's because me mom is a half hill giant, so, big as fuck, boy.
What?
Big as fuck.
You're not a, what did you call them, a holder?
You see your backpack on me?
Oh, wouldn't want to be strapped into a backpack anyway. Do you think that shoulder thing would actually work? Because I could put some arrows into some eyes from a height like that.
I mean, you're probably gonna be dragging your head against the top of the ceiling, but fuck, you can try. Anything.
I think she's short enough to do it.
Nah, I gotta be able to angle the bow and I don't want to blind you with it. So,
Yeah, not just that, but to be completely honest with you, if somebody hits me real fucking hard and I stumble and fall or crash into a wall or something, you're probably gonna get crushed. I mean, look at me.
Oh, if we're not sneaking, we have our torch out anyway, so it's not like you're not gonna be able to see to get there.
wonderful. Do you know how far they are?
Oh yeah, they're just back the way we came. Like, probably, I don't know. Fuck. I don't understand distance, so I can't really tell you that, but if I were to start pissing from here to the point I got there, I'd need to piss 2 full bladders before we hit them.
Is that a lot?
Oh, fuck yeah, mate, look at me, come on now.
I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, we're done with this conversation. Got it. Three full pisses. Got it.
Talking a couple hundred yards, Ree. Few hundred, depending on if there's an infection.
Oh, now, hold on now. No, not me. Always taking precautions. No infections here.
Couple hundred
Least
yards
not
on
that
at most.
Anyway, so a competition between you two. See who gets the most kills or knockdowns. As you
Fuck yeah, what, you talking about me and the gobbo?
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
She puts her hands on her hips.
Oh, we're always competing, Aurora. Don't worry about it.
Now, fuck all of you, I'm faster. And
He stands up and turns and starts fucking bolting down the
Shit. Yeah.
cavern. And you hear him in the distance, just very barely, as he gets like 10 feet ahead of you.
Pip, you fucking prick, I'm coming for ya!
Gray's gonna like clap his hands together and like really excitedly, like kind of like a kid, and go, "This is gonna be fun," and then just run after.
Reed's chasing after him almost immediately too.
When Aurora's gonna follow too. She's got slower footfall. However, I want an arrow ready, and the second I see an enemy that's not our new friend, I'm sending an arrow into it. See if I can kick this competition off the right way.
Okay, understood. So, first and foremost, the cavern, which is about 15 feet wide and about 15 feet tall, probably about 20 feet tall, narrows dramatically as you push past the initial curve that you found this ogre in, down to a 10-foot wide-ish hall, and then about 15 feet wide, 15 feet tall. Excuse me. So it's a 10 by 15. as you begin to progress, you hear your ogre friend say,
We're getting real close. You better get ready to bash some fucking heads.
I'll keep score.
do the roar. D4.
Good draw.
D4.
I'll keep score.
I'll keep score. All right, so,
Keep building up.
yeah, God help us. Okay, give me 1 second here. All right, so you find yourself entering what is a crossroads as it drops down to the 10-foot wide by 15-foot tall. Your give me a second here. Sorry, who had a light out? Was somebody carrying the torch or no?
It was me. I had the light spell.
Light spell. Okay.
I also was carrying my torch, but I might actually give it to Aurora if she wants it.
I'm just gonna activate lights really quickly.
Gonna say, unless there's a way for that thing to continue without me needing to hold it, I need 2 hands for a bow.
Yep. Nope. That is not how that works.
Then Ree will just pocket her torch then.
Okay. Easy enough.
The bard's got his letter opener, we're good.
Yes. On that note, though, can I please have... Give me a second here. So we've got the light on. Okay, just making sure everybody has marked off their respective spell slots and everything that's been used up until this point.
Yep.
Okay, on the map right now, can everybody... I'm sorry, the 2 who have leveled, which is Kevin and Candace, can you please just make sure that your hit points are updated on here? Because I don't remember what they were at, and I copy and pasted this prior to that level up happening.
That was very weird to hear you say, by the way.
I've said it twice this game, and it's thrown me off so hard.
So there's a little bit of a weird going on with my hit points.
Okay.
In roll 20, it's got my base at 53, but D&D Beyond has it at 52. So every screen I keep changing its base down to 52. It's only 1 hit point, but I don't know how there was a disconnect somewhere.
Probably temporary HP.
No,
No,
it's my
yeah.
base. Like my total keeps saying 53 in roll 20. And I
Oh,
thought
you know what? Hang on. Nope, I hang on. I think I know the answer. Oh, that is weird. You know what's even weirder is that as I'm clicking on your token settings, it's showing your max being 52, so it's a
no, I
bug.
just changed that.
Oh, okay.
Every screen we've come into, I have changed it to 52
Weird.
because it's showing my base at 53.
What the fuck? That is really strange. I've not seen that before, but I'm going to take a note of it. I don't remember what you were at, 52 or 53, but I mean, if you want to take the higher of the two, totally fine with that. It's 1 point, and if 1 point makes or breaks the game, then it was doomed from the beginning. So if I don't kill you by at least 30 hit points, then fuck me.
I did my one half orc drop it to exactly 0 and then keep fighting. I'm good to stay at 52. I've done my 1 moment of cool. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
52. I don't need an extra hit point. If I'm getting hit directly, like in melee, I've done fucked up.
Fair enough. All right, why don't we do this? Everybody go ahead and click on their character, please. Add yourself to the turn order. We are going to go straight into initiative as this is a very combat-heavy area.
Initiative
Wow.
rolls lately have been
That
really
was
good.
I was just going to say, that's a really good initiative. Holy shit, Ree. What the fuck? +3, that's good.
I don't know where that came
He's
from.
getting this.
I'm
Getting this
putting mine in my tiny legs. That's why I'm so far behind in this initiative order. It's just
Where
because
are you? Oh, wow, you only got a 10. Wow, you know what's funny? So you've got a +4. That's the highest initiative bonus in the group. You still got a 10. All right.
Tiny legs. I've got a 25. Everyone else is moving at like 30 or 40.
I'm a 25.
Oh, shut up.
So, so as you guys begin to descend into what is the mouth of this cave, what you see is what you get, and on top of that, I'm going to give you one more little piece. Around the corner at this four-way intersection where your friend has just appeared, you see the light of either a torch or possibly a campfire from around the corner. He stops dead in his tracks and he looks over his shoulder, and in common he says,
Alright, this motherfucker's mine. Go straight this way.
and he points directly south from where you're at.
Alright. Yeah, Ree will just... Oh,
No, sorry, yep, we're in initiative here. So, as that is happening, though, you see from further down the tunnel where you guys are right now, those of you whose dark vision is picking up the distance a little bit ahead of you, you do see... Actually, hang on, I got something for you. And that's why you can see him, because there's actually torchlight illuminating him from the background from further down the tunnel. You see one of the little blue shits pop up, look at you, turn, and begin to scream something off in the distance, and you hear its voice kind of echo through the cavern. It fumbles momentarily and begins to draw what looks like a crude sling as it reaches into this big bulbous sack at its side. It pulls out a small polished stone, puts it in the sling, and starts to whirl it around. It then looses the sling stone. Alright.
I think mine. I might have misinput my initiative because I'm like,
Uh-oh.
where's him as this guy? Yeah.
Okay, hold on one sec. Hold on. So
Yeah,
I've
we
got
should be
Doc at 19, Gray at 18. Oh, wait, it's got 2 Grays. Okay, we're going to delete Gray too. Hang on. Aurora. I have the active Aurora at 10. And then I... Oh, wait. What? Oh, there is no re period. What the fuck? Re, did you click on yourself and do add?
I thought I did, but apparently I didn't click hard
Well,
enough.
it's okay. I got you. What's your... What were you? 22?
22. You gonna wait for that roll? That's a good ass roll.
You gotta want it. You
I
gotta
mean,
want
that is a good ass roll, though. Okay, well, you don't see this thing. So fuck off. Take your turn.
Okay, yeah. He said just run south,
Yep.
so I do that. So, wait, what am I? 30, 40.
All right, let me unveil some things for you. All right, so, oh yeah. So, as you run down south, give me a sec, I'm going to give you a little bit more, because I know that your dark vision is very good. God damn it, I accidentally hit reveal. Sorry, I mean, hide.
Dwarves putting pits and ravines in the middle of their already miserable mines.
Maybe those pits and ravines were already there and they dug around it.
No, I'm blaming
Because
the dwarves.
because mountains.
I'm blaming the dwarves.
Excuse me, it's called the Abyss. Thank you.
It's in Ree's ass. Take it or leave
It
it.
is.
You're
Please
in
take
Ree's
it.
ass right now.
You've got 60-foot dark vision, is that right, Ree? 15, 20, 25. Okay. Alright, and that is what you see. However, within that realm of sight, All right, so within that realm of sight, as you run down the corridor, you do happen to spot two little blue shits to the west of you, and one across the cavern from you, and to the east, to the southeast, as well as a very actively burning torch directly to the south of you. What would you like to do?
Okay, with her additional 5 feet, she'll step right here and yell, "Javard, blue dickhead assholes!" And she'll take out one of her javelins and toss it.
Oh fuck! How many javelins you got left?
2. That's it.
Fuck yeah! Please kill this bitch.
Toss
Oh
it
yeah!
back
Oh
to
yeah!
the bag.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah. Oh shit! I haven't started raging yet. Well, I'll do that as a bonus action, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter because I missed.
So yeah, so you rear back as they catch you off guard, like, oh shit, this thing was like, yo, this ogre was not kidding. They were gonna be right here. You rear back, and as you hurl the javelin, it hits the minecart directly in front of you, which is this thing right here, and shatters. The front of it shatters. The back of it still looks usable, but the whole front half of it just completely splinters.
All right, yeah, I'll make sure I mark that one off. It's like, fuck, stupid fucking. I'll throw my last one at it. Try to throw my last one at him again.
All right.
And then actually, I will. Yeah. No,
You said you were okay.
All right, so 14. I'm not currently raging, so that's just a 5.
It's just a 5. Okay, well, you definitely do hit.
But at the end of this turn, I will start raging.
Okay, understood. So let me go ahead and not mark this down.
Mostly pissed that I smashed my one of my last javelins on the fucking minecart.
All right, so you rear back with that second one, and you throw it up and over the minecart. And as you do, the Jvart looks at you, and you hear it kind of... As you hit it with the javelin, it pins its shoulder to the ground, and you see it snap the javelin and pull itself out, but it begins to bleed profusely, and it starts to waver as it reaches towards the other one, kind of nonchalantly, like grasping for help. It's still alive, but just barely. All right, anything else, Ree?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So this Jvart is going to run up to you, and this one, instead of slinging a sling stone, is going to attempt to stab you with the short sword, the very crude stone short sword that it has at its side. That is only a 16.
I have my shield out, so that does not hit.
Yep, that is an 18. Okay, so yeah, it swings at you with the crude stone short sword. You put your shield up just in time, and you see actually pieces of the stone shatter off of the short sword as you deflect the blow. With that, it is going to use its bonus action to disengage.
Oh, you little bitch.
And you see it begin to run along the tracks the opposite direction of you. Okay, that is the end of its turn. So... Okay. So... From out of sight of where you are now, you hear a very audible mechanical shklunk. And as that shklunk, as dramatic as that may have sounded, flying in your direction, you see an absolutely massive arrow, pretty much on par with a ballista bolt, flying your direction.
Oh shit.
And that is a 22 to hit. So that is 12 points of damage reduced because of your rage down to 6. And it is, as it slams into you, it is a massive, literally full-size but very crudely put together ballista bolt. And as it hits you, it splinters, and what actually hurts you is the shrapnel from the wood and stone and metal pieces that have been scrapped together in this thing. But it fucking hurts, and if you were not raging, that would have hurt way worse. All right. Doc.
All right. So I guess because I would have seen probably the dude run by down there, so see how far I can go with my tiny light. So I'll run down here.
Okay. Yep. As you run down there, you see what you see is what you get, because you have essentially the same dark vision. You see Jvart running in this direction up the tracks. You see one that is very wounded and pulling a javelin out of its shoulder, and then you see one down here across the valley. You also see, across the ravine, and then you also see down here a track, like a cart track.
Okay. I'll take out my hand crossbow, now that I have bolts again, and shoot at this guy.
Okay, yep, go ahead. So you withdraw your hand crossbow very quickly, and you take a shot.
It's only a 10.
A 10, unfortunately, does not hit. As you fire, it looks over its shoulder, and as it begins to duck, it hits the ground, does like a half push-up, and then scrambles back up and begins to run, and the bolt across the cavern, smashes against the wall, and falls into the ravine.
Okay, I get another shot, right? I think we determined that I would get another shot before. I don't remember. Because I get 2 attacks.
Do you have the feature multi-attack? If you have the feature multi-attack, then yes, of course you can take 2 attacks. But I don't think rogues get multi-attack.
No, I don't. No. Nope. Okay,
Now,
so
what you were referencing is if you have 2 hand crossbows, and they are both light and finesse weapons, which we have predetermined that they are not. They are missing one of those features.
Right. Yeah,
And the reason why they're missing those features is because they have the reload feature, which means that you can't fire them twice in a round.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be all that I will do for now. Yeah, that's all I can do. Okay.
All right, so moving on to... So I'm going to reveal a little bit more of the map so there's some context here. Oops. God damn it, I keep doing hide. There we go. So, as your guys' friend begins to charge this guy, you see the ogre grab a club, stand up, and just full-blown, no questions asked, begin to do a haymaker level, or a tier swing at your friend. And that is a... Wow, holy shit, that is a fucking 24 to hit. Yep, that definitely hits.
Damn.
It's a lot of damage.
Well, that was a quick run.
Good thing you healed him. So that was 14 points of damage. So you see your buddy take the club literally across the head and chest, and you hear him... "Ah!" And they do not get multi-attack, so that is the end of its turn. Gray.
Okay. I
Mr.
see him
Gray.
gets Macked.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna say about here. Can I see Ree from here? Do I need to move slightly to the right?
Ooh. Nah, yeah, Ree is out of your range. You would need to be right in this square right here in order to see Ree.
Problem, I have like 10 more feet, so I'll go there, and I'm gonna this bonus action slam on my drum 3 times, dun dun dun, and cast. I'm on the wrong tab. Hold on.
I will cast the I don't know spell.
I'm gonna cast Mantle of Inspiration. So our
yeah.
ogre friend,
Oh! Oh fuck.
Doc and Ree.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay. Okay. What is the temporary hit points on that?
It is 8. And they can move if they want up to their movement in the direction they want.
So you slam on the drum, your Mantle of Inspiration comes out like a bravado tier performance, and you hear your ogre friend say,
Nah, hold the ground. Fuck, I feel good. What's that tingle bullshit? Booyah!
You're welcome. No smash. And going to and as an action, I guess. Can I see the ballista, like where the ballista bolt came from here?
no.
In that case, I'm gonna cast absolutely nothing because I can't see anyone. So that's it. That's all I can.
All right. And out of curiosity, Ree and Doc, were either of you going to use your movement?
Oh, right. Yes.
Go ahead and do that now. You can move up to your movement without the attack of opportunity. And make sure that you add your temp hit point. Oh, never mind. You already did it. Fucking on it, boy.
Quick as fuck, boy.
Nimble as fuck.
Nimble as fuck, boy.
I'm just sprinting past the fucking little dickhead net, just in the general direction where that fucking arrow hit me, because I don't want that to happen again. And it doesn't make sense to charge it, but here we go.
So, here you go. I have just revealed a little bit more of the territory that you can see at this point. And you see, standing across this little bridge over here, that's to Ree, by the way, is a really big fucking ogre with 2 chains that look like they were meant to open a gate to a city, like a castle gate that would rise up or down. And strapped to that chain is what appears to you to be a full-blown, no-bullshit ballista. And you see the ogre currently reaching out of a massive quiver on his back and reloading said ballista.
And it sees me frothing and charging at him.
Alright. So, on that note, the Jvart that is down over here is going to take I almost said a swing. Let's be real, though. It's not a swing. It's it's a sling swing. Swing.
Swing.
Little swing. It's gonna launch its sling at Ree. Nope, that is a 14 to hit. So the sling stone comes flying towards you. You put your shield up and kung. All right. So this little prick over here. It's going to stay behind its cover, and it's going to whip a sling stone at Doc. And that is an 18.
Damn it. Yeah, that'll hit me.
Fuck yeah.
Sure that would have hit Ree.
That is... yeah, an 18 would have hit Ree. Not like it would have done shit for damage, but... okay, so that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As you are, like, engaging the Jvart that is in front of you right now... you feel this massive, just pulsating pain across the back of your head, and as you grab the back of your head, something has drawn blood. You haven't been penetrated by an arrow or a bolt, but then you look down and you realize there's a bloody rock at your foot, and these little fucks are at it again. Alright.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Lucy?
I'm just singing a song. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, I can't hear you. You're real quiet. Oh, Leroy Jenkins. Sorry, I just heard a raid. Who raided? Hex. God damn it, Hex. Thank you so much for that raid. We're at the very tail end of our stream. All you raiders who just popped in, if you wouldn't mind hanging out for about 20 minutes, and then we'll be out of here. But we are in the midst of a nasty fucking combat, so appreciate y'all for coming in. Alright, so the Jvart that is across the bridge here is going to sling its stone at Ree. And it rolled an 8. So Ree, another stone, cling, cling, as you have your shield up and are dodging these things very effectively. Alright, so this Jvart appears up here, but it does not have enough action economy to do anything. Aurora, it is your turn. Wow, you were really low down there in that fucking initiative order, weren't you? No offense.
Hey, you know.
Says the DM to the halfling.
Yeah, that's the joke I was going to make. Damn it. Not a whole lot I can do, which is a little unfortunate. 55. If I go here, I can see this fucker. Walls are a little weird. Oh, I can go one forward. There we go.
Yeah, now you can see him perfectly. Yep.
Cool. That is my Hunter's Mark Prey. No, do I want to do Hunter's Mark? No, I'm gonna do Slayer's. I'm gonna do the Slayer's Prey. So
Slayer's Prey. Yeah. And that's a is that concentration, or is that just one target to one target?
That's just the one target one. It's the spell that's the concentration. I'm not doing the spell yet.
Okay, understood. That's just your class feature.
Yes.
Okay, alright. So, yep, you run around the corner, you see the little blueberry bastard looking over at Doc, actually running away from Doc, technically, and you feel its heat signature, and it's cold.
And I am sending 2 arrows whistling towards it.
Beautiful.
One of them's gonna get an extra d6 if it hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the 18 hits. I'm gonna save you the second arrow because it only has 7 hit points.
Oh, okay.
So as Doc is like rearing back to eviscerate this thing, and it is actually it was in the process of running away from you guys, but ran past it because of the Mantle of Inspiration. You rear back on your short bow, you loose the arrow, it flies up and over Doc's right shoulder. Doc, you actually feel it brush your hair. I mean, actively grabs your hair and moves it forward as it hits this thing dead on center of the spine in the middle of its neck, throws it forward, and it doesn't even flinch. It just hits the ground, and it was dead before it even touched the ground.
Doc's like, it's not my turn.
It's not my turn. Now, Aurora, I was gonna draw a line. You cannot, unfortunately, see this guy.
Because I'm blind as fuck.
That is true. Blind as fuck, boy.
Blind as fuck, boy.
No!
Thank you for being a friend. Hey, hi, guys. How are you?
If Doc looks back at all because the arrow, Aurora is going to wink.
And you get a middle finger, a little tiny gnomish middle finger.
Yep.
Says the assassin to the hunter.
Yeah. I can't see. There are no other enemies that I can see, correct?
That is correct.
Well, that's unfortunate. In that case, she's gonna say that's 1 and knock another arrow.
All right. On that note, the ogre friend that you have brought back down here, who is currently fighting his buddy Pip in the entryway that you all just ran past, he is going to rear back with his own great club, and he is going to attempt to smash the shit out of this guy. Oh yeah, that's like a 27. So yeah, that was real good. So he is going to hit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that is going to be... Alright, so he rears back, and as you are all running past, you hear him go...
Oh, fuck yeah, mate, this is tingly as shit.
And then you hear an audible... And you hear a another audible voice that doesn't sound quite like his, but is similar in nature.
Oh, fuck, mate, me nose! Damn it!
That ends his turn. Do the roar. Okay. So. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 20, 25, 30. Okay, so from across the bridge, behind the ogre that is currently holding the massive ballista and is in the process of reloading it, you see another ogre run past him, almost knocks him off of the edge to get past him, and you see him goosh, 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 across the bridge. Unfortunately, that's where his turn ends, but he is standing literally in the bridgeway, staring head on into Ree, his mouth drooling and dripping with this huge fucking great club being wielded two-handed. And on that note, Ree.
All right, Ree will see him, look him dead in the eye, and not break stride. Keep going, and she will turn on a dime on the bridge, kind of run pretty much between his legs, and just keep on keeping on. And I know she's going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so I just out of curiosity, how much, because you ran through him, so where were you? That's 5, 10, well, what's your speed? 50?
40.
40? Oh, I'm not even going to measure it. You know what? I am going to, because,
right here.
Yeah, but the thing is, he is blocking the bridge in itself, so I'm going to force you to make an acrobatics check or an athletics check, your choice, to jump around him and onto the bridge.
Okay.
I think athletics you're doing with advantage right now, right? Because you're raging?
Correct, yep. So I'm going to do that. And I kind of imagine, like, sliding between his legs.
Sure.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, well, fuck me. Okay. Alright, yeah, so you jump up and around this fucking guy. No problem. Or you slide under the legs. You kind of, like, run up, and he's like... And you go...
Right between his legs.
Yeah, you miss the beanbag by inches, and you find yourself upright across the bridge, which is now way less stable than it was before his fat ass ran across it, but still good enough to hold your little tiny goblin weight. And you find yourself face to face with the dude holding the ballista.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to whack this guy in both his knees. With Morning Star, whack number 1. I don't think a 10 hits.
You know what? I might with this guy. Oh, no, it does not. No. So you swing with the first one. He pulls the ballista down ever so slightly, and your Morningstar blasts off the front of it, which is reinforced.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that again, but better.
Get it? It's reinforced.
Are you though? Is it though?
No. The 17 absolutely hits. So that's with the rage damage. So that's a total of 8. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's it. I am currently flapping now.
All right, so you smash into this guy's into his into his right knee. The first the left knee, it was deflected by the ballista. The second one you absolutely smash the shit out of it. You hear an audible crunch and you see blood pouring from the wound. As it's not easy for bludgeoning damage weapons to draw blood, but you done it. Oh, is it piercing? No shit. Oh, that's right, because it's a Morningstar, so it's got the spikes. Is that right? Yes. Even nastier. Let me give you a little bit more visual, by the way, Rhea.
That number 4 looks insidious.
Yeah, I don't know why that appeared. It's probably because I accidentally revealed it, but it is insidious indeed. Now you can't see me. So, coming out from the tunnel beneath you, out of this little hole, this little hidey hole that you can see here, you see a Jvart. But this Jvart looks a little bit different than the other Jvart that you've seen so far. This Jvart has eyes that are glowing and dripping with a purple ooze. Its veins, its nasty veins, which most Jvart have anyways, are glowing, vibrant purple. As it runs out, you see the familiar staff of the Jvart that you've seen before, up until this point anyways, that has the small skull on top, similar to the spellcaster that you had seen out at the bridge where you had saved the ogre. And it reaches its palm outwards, and it begins an incantation. Okay, so, real quick. Okay, so we've got, so we have a nat 20. We have an 18 and 2 misses. So we are looking at 2 hits, 2 misses. Alright, so your damage is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 16, 17, 18, 19 reduced. We will call 9 points of fire damage in your raged state. And that is amazing considering you took a fucking crit.
That was a lot.
There's a lot of damage, but reduced, I mean, that's not too bad. Because don't you have 100 hit points? No, it's just under now, right?
Just under.
98.
98. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, you take your fucking 6 points of damage, or 9 points of damage. No. For you, it is a lot, though. Okay, so as the incantation finishes, though, you see all of the air around this thing almost absorbs into its own body as its hair flutters inwards towards its throat, and these beams of fire, 4 of them, not 3, but 4, 2 of them miss you completely. One of them hits you square in the head. The other one kind of glances off your shoulder, and you feel yourself singed and damaged, but obviously not as bad as it should have been. All right. So another Jvart comes into view, and that is across the bridge. It is going to take a shot at Doc. And with its disadvantage, I rolled a 4 and a 2. And it rears back and it slings its stone and it flies across the ravine and clatters against a wall. The ogre that is standing in front of Ree. It is going to stagger backwards, proccing the potential for an attack of opportunity if you'd like to use your reaction.
I would love to.
Absolutely.
That show?
I just see totals. I just see damage. I just see a damage roll.
Oh, that's weird. Alright, so... Wait, did that just happen? Alright, so I think it was...
Let me take a look and see what the I see the log.
It's a 15 plus 5.
Yeah, the 15 plus 5.
Oh, okay. So it's a 20. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's a 20.
20.
Okay.
Okay.
For 7
so
points
alright,
damage.
so that did happen. It just
Yeah.
showed up weird.
Yeah, that's very fucking strange. It literally just showed up as you having rolled the damage. Oh,
That's just
oh
above.
no,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
that's
No,
really-
no, 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 no. Look
It's
just
right above
look
it,
just
yeah,
above it.
yeah.
It was
Like it's two
it's because it
separate
was in the same bracket. Yeah, it's because it was happening within a certain amount of time. I'm assuming maybe like clicking within or without. Anyways, yes, a 20 absolutely hits. You absolutely strike the ogre, and it absolutely takes 7 damage. It is. Let me see. So we are looking at So you smash this thing as it begins to stumble backwards. You hear the final click of the ballista. It aims, leans against the wall, fires the ballista bolt, and it fires right over your head. You glance behind you. It goes over the shoulder of the ogre behind you and smashes into the wall behind it. It was by literally 2 points that it missed the fucking ogre behind you. That would have been badass, though. Okay, that is its turn. Doc. By the way, guys, we're looking at 9:56. Lucy needs to be out of here by 10, so we need to make sure that this round gets finished up. If it does not, then we are going to end in 4 minutes.
Okay. Doc is gonna point in the direction of this asshole and say, Aurora, get that little blue asshole! And then run this way. 3. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement on this.
Nice.
What the fuck? I thought you were the healer. That's awesome.
Oh, giveth Garl, taketh away.
Fuck yeah. The good Garl giveth and the good Garl taketh away. Okay, so it says...
And I can't see them.
So it absolutely fucking hits. Let me make a Constitution saving throw. Whoa, what the fuck is an ogre's Constitution saving throw? Probably pretty good. Well, it's alright.
She's afraid for her friend.
Oh, motherfucker! I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 20. I was like,
I thought
No!
that was going to be a 20.
That was with my spooky die, too. I'm really upset about that, man.
I'm sorry about your loss.
Man, fuck you. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna put the exhaustion on it. I believe that is a concentration, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay, let me give you the old yellow dot of concentration. Okay, so as Doc runs around the corner saying, Aurora, shoot that blue bitch, or whatever you said, you see her disappear, and you mutter this incantation. As you complete the incantation, you trace the symbol of weakness in front of you, and as you grab it, you twist it to the left ever so slightly, and from that symbol projects a beam of golden energy that swirls into purple, spins around the ogre. You see it twitch 3 or 4 times, and its whole frame atrophies from its natural ogre state into that looks like an emaciated troll. The flesh literally sloshes and hangs off of its skin as the muscle structure pours out of its body and into the ground around it in the form of moisture.
Doc says, oof, Carl's got you, Bree. And I think, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay, the ogre that is Pip, as he has come to be known, is going to rear back with its club and swing at your friend. Yeah, it is a literal slugfest, and unfortunately he does hit, because these guys have really shit AC, but really good attack. Okay, so the barrier of temporary hit points, the gloss that had been encompassing this creature from Gray's magic, finally fades, and you see the Great Club come through and absolutely annihilate the right-hand side of its face. Literally just grabs the skin, even in its bludgeoning damage, and tear it off completely. You hear him cry out and go,
Pip, you fucking bastard!
Gray.
Ray is gonna turn around and go, need some help? The big guy.
Fuck this guy, help me!
Okie dokie. He's gonna then, I guess he'll walk over here and he's gonna cast blindness on. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna cast Bane.
Ooh, that's a charisma saving throw, isn't it?
No, I'll cast Phantasmal Force, Intelligence saving throw. 14.
Oh. Wow, that's fucking rude, but okay. Phantasmal Force. Remind me about that.
I create... Hold on.
It's the illusion thing, isn't it?
It's the illusion, yeah. That takes root in the mind, and I can actually deal damage with it. Can I make it? 10 feet.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so, anyways. Okay, so it is an intelligence saving throw. What is your illusion? Well, hang on, let me make the saving throw first. He does not have a good chance at saving on this. Wow. I rolled a 16. But
Minus.
Ogre makes it a 13, so he fails.
Okay, so I like to think that behind him, another a 10. Like, how big is an ogre? Is it?
It's you see what you see is what you get. They're 10 feet by 10 feet. They're large creatures.
Okay. Then that's what he sees behind him as well. Another ogre appears, but this time with like a flaming club and kind of like some spiked armor looking. And it swings at him, dealing d6 damage. A 1.
Okay, so it hold on. So it sees a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of your choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube. Got that, and is perceivable only to the target for the duration. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. While the target is affected, the target treats the phantasm as if it were real. Okay, so it's just essentially like it was another... Okay, yeah, no, that is fucking perfect.
It's fire.
Okay, does it have to make another save against the damage, or does it just deal... It makes an intelligence saving throw every round is what it is, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
The target use an action. Target can use its action to examine the phantasmal force with an intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. The check succeeds,
right.
the target realizes it's an illusion. So otherwise, it's like, it's real!
It's a trap!
Yeah. So otherwise, he has to willingly go, that's fake!
Alright, I'm going to put that on that so that we know that that's the phantasm. And it takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Yeah. But it thinks it's fire damage.
That's fine. It can think that, but it takes psychic damage. It doesn't matter. This thing is just a sack of hit points. So, yeah, so as it rears back, so as you create this illusion in its mind, you see it kind of like twist and turn, and it looks behind itself and audibly goes,
Where the fuck did you come from?
and then the club comes down, BAM! And you hear him go,
Fuck me, mate!
and he appears to be damaged. You see a small laceration on the upper left-hand shoulder. Okay.
And he's gonna look over to the big guy and go, now it's your turn to hit him, and make sure to do it right, and into Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, shit. Wow. Holy hell. Yeah, you're at a D8 now? Is that right? Candace just said?
D8, yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Rip and tear.
All right, inspiration. There you go. Make sure you mark your inspiration off. You've inspired your buddy, and, well, your quote-unquote buddy. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a pretty good fucking stack of hit points, if nothing else. And it is 10:05, Lucia. I am sorry. I meant to stop at 10.
We have a week where we can go over, honestly. If we want to finish the round, it's fine. I have an hour extra this time.
Oh, shit, that's right. They do your daylight savings time different in the UK, don't they? Okay, we'll really quickly go through it. We'll very quickly go through it. All right, so that ends your round, though. You weren't going to take any other movement or any actions? Okay. All right, so the Jvart that is over here, he's going to move to here. And it is going to attempt to shove Ree off of the bridge, which you hear its buddy call out to you to attempt to shove you. And as it does so, it gains advantage. Ree, I need an athletics check, please.
Okay.
You have a bad record with the abyss.
To be fair, I have a really bad record with this roll. Nope, you win. I rolled a 4 and a 3 on my advantage fucking check.
I also had advantage, so thankfully with advantage it gets advantage.
Jvart are little pieces of shit, pretty much. So
It's like, really, bro?
yeah, it like runs over and you hear it call to its buddy in a language you don't understand, and then the buddy just like hurls a handful of sand at you, and the other one like goes ah! And tries to knock you off, and you're like, bitch, come on.
Bro, really?
You should knock him off real quick.
All right, Doc, Doc, what is your AC?
14.
Okay, so from over your head, you hear a whoosh, and you look and you see a stone fly over your head and clatter against the wall, and kind of like drop down into the abyss. Another rock, but this time flying from this side of the ravine, smacks against the wall and like just drops down in front of you. That's a fucking nat 1. I've rolled so much better these last 3, Jvart, you pieces of shit. Yeah, so it goes to load up its sling stone and realize that it's grabbed its shoelace on accident and gets itself fucking tangled up in its knuckles, and it just doesn't function. Doesn't function. Excuse me. This Jvart is going to also attempt to shove Ree. Ree, can I have an athletics check, please?
Bro. Dude, bro.
Oh shit. I rolled really good.
Oh, he did too.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19. Look, they're trying, okay? That's the best they can do.
You guys are adorable.
It like rears back and tries to like lunge at you as the other one tries to like slap you in the face, and you're like, what the fuck? What are you guys doing?
Stop it. You're embarrassing yourselves.
When the goblin says stop goblining, I mean, there's a problem.
This is my first shift as a cleric. Stop
Aurora.
pushing the abyss.
Okay. When Doc told Aurora to kill the fucker, did she gesture in that direction?
She did, yes.
Or this direction?
Nope, it was the first one to the left.
Okay. So then I'm going to blindly go around the corner. What do I need? Do I need to roll to be able to get close enough to that thing? I'm going to end up blindly swinging at it, but I want to get close enough to it. I know it's over there somewhere.
No, with the dim light, you can see it. I mean, what? Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you've got a torchlight down here. You've got Gray's light up here. All of the dim light being cast off that is no problem.
Okay. Fantastic.
Now it is ducked down behind a minecart, so it may have some cover, but
I can't shoot her on the wall anyway, so I'm going to 5, 10, 15. Yeah, well, we did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get to it.
oh yeah, easy.
Yep. I'm not even bothering making it pray. I'm just stabbing and slashing at this thing.
Right there.
So that is attack number 1.
It's 13.
I'm waiting for them to kick over, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'll just stop you right there.
Well, I clicked on a bunch of them, so they're all gonna go over.
No, that's that. Yeah, it's fine. That first one though, so like as you like creep up and around the corner, like doing your little halfling, Naruto run, you creep up and around the minecart, and as you rear back, this thing looks at you like, oh fuck, didn't expect that, and you stick it straight up through the sternum, and you see your blade pop out the back, and you pull it back through, and it just kind of coughs, and then drops dead.
Might have been a little bit of overkill there.
A lot of bit of overkill. It had already taken a javelin to the fucking chest, so...
Okay, and then she's gonna say, okay, where's the next one?
Alright, that brings us to our wonderful ogres. Ah, ogre, my ogre friend. Holy shit. Ogre friend just rolled a nat fucking 20 on Pip.
Hell yeah. I like the idea that he was distracted by the other one.
Hell yeah. So as Pip looks back around at the guy who hit him with the fire, your buddy rears back with his great club and comes down two-handed on top of his head. And as he does so, you see his head from the very crown of his head all the way to the bridge of his nose split in two, not to the point where it like falls open, but at the point where you can actually see brain matter and blood just begins to pour out. This guy is now staggering and not having a good time. On that note, alright, just doing a couple of cleanup things here. Alright, Doc. There's another one that's going to take a sling stone swing at you. Nope, that's an 11, so another sling stone clashes against the wall.
Yeah, stop it.
Alright, this one is going to attempt to swing at you, or take a sling stone against you. Nope, that's an 8. So a sling stone over your head. And the final ogre. Oh, that was the ogre who is enfeebled. It is going to step onto the bridge. As it does so, you feel the bridge buckle underneath you. It does not collapse. It does not collapse. But it is buckling. It is going to attempt to take a swing at you. Candace, can I please have the verbiage on Ray of Enfeeblement? What the fuck does it do?
Absolutely.
I think I have...
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. It was just a waste of my concentration. So it deals half damage with
weapon
melee
attacks
attacks.
that use, strength
Perfect.
until the spell ends.
Okay, perfect. So it is going to rear back. It is going to attempt to strike you with its great club. Bob, that
mediocre club.
it is, well, it's a 20, so it does hit, but its strength is mediocre, so that's rude, but you'll take it. So wow, holy shit. That is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so that's 17 reduced by 2, so we'll call it 8, and then reduced again, because, now that was reduced because the Raven Feeblement. Reduced again, you take 4 points of fucking bludgeoning damage. As this very light... it's like a fifth grader, like the beefy fifth grader just smacked you in the back of the head with a stick, and you were like, "What the fuck?" That was a reference to Came in the Sun, by the way, if anybody is a stream fan. Yeah, so 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and that is it. Now, we're going all the way back to the top of the round, and guys, we're going to stop here because it is past our point of interest. And we have gotten a shitload accomplished. This has been a very weird and intense combat. So,
Fun. Good
yeah.
session, guys.
Does anybody have any questions though before we log for tonight?
Nope, I'm good.
I know this is super far in advance.
Yes.
When it comes towards the holiday season,
Yes.
so Christmas is on a Sunday and New Year's Day is also on a Sunday. Are those... What are you thinking for that? I know that's super far in advance, and I'm sorry, but...
That's a very good question. Here's my thought on that. I will send everybody a message in Discord as like a group chat, if you guys are cool with that, so we can kind of discuss what our schedules look like, because we're different because not only are we a couple, but we do things kind of quietly as far as that's concerned. Like early in the day, I mean, we do things very early in the day. As far as holidays are
Yeah, it's still
concerned,
go to
and
bed
yeah,
at the
they go to bed at the same time, and we don't go out to big parties or anything like that. But I also understand that there are job obligations, there are family obligations, and if anybody has anything to, throw into that pot, obviously we do want to hear it. So, but that's actually, Kat, that's a really good fucking call, because I hadn't thought about that up until this point. So,
Been doing holiday prep for. I'm trying to set up these stores so I can walk away from them, and
that's nice
so
of you.
you're
That's
all
very
working
nice of
together.
you. They wouldn't do that for you, but I'm glad that you would do that for them. Yeah.
Well, I'm still on their payroll for a little bit.
Yeah, milk them for all you can. Yeah, I'll get a group Discord together though, and I'll make sure that we all just kind of get together and figure out what the hell we want to do as far as that's concerned, because that's very, very good question.
Yeah, everything's on a weekend. It's very weird.
And for it to be a Sunday is super fucking weird. So, okay. Anything else? All right. Have a fantastic week, my friends. Lucy, have an awesome week. And now that I know you're LARPing every fucking week, you lucky bastard. UK LARPing every week as a troll. How cool is that, by the way? Have a great week.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next Sunday to finish up this crazy fight.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
The monster on Saturday. It's
Oh,
really funny.
you're an NPC?
Yeah, because it's like an adventures on Saturday. Thursday is the guild where you play everyone. But basically, it's really funny because elves are weak to iron, and I was an iron wolf, so I just spent most of the time chasing around our elf.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, why would you not at that point, right? Lucy's like, fuck this pointy-eared bitch. All right. We will, we'll see you guys soon. We'll hopefully see you on Tuesday for Candace's stream, and then Wednesday we're going to open up our 7 Days to Die server if anybody wants to play and have some more spooky season fun.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, see you guys. Okay, for anybody who's hanging out right now in chat, we are going to jump in and raid. Let's see, Halfling Naruto run. Yeah, the Halfling Naruto run was, I was cracking up. I mean, look, we only have one Halfling, one Gnome, and one Goblin, so I have to give them a little bit of love when I can, right? Wow, we don't have a whole lot of people live right now. Yeah, it's not much live. I see Mira. Mira is playing. Now, who the hell is Mira? Were we watching Mira from Torin?
I'm not sure. I didn't give them a follow, I guess.
Okay, well, how about shit. A Gas Station Simulator and Zavino.
Oh, that. Yeah.
We also have Mammy. Mammy's got all sorts of stuff going on. You know what? We haven't seen Mammy in a while, have we?
No, I don't think so.
No, so guys, we're gonna raid Mammy from Hyrule. She is fantastic. She will do actual calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy of your screen name. It is wonderful to watch her work and to watch her play. She plays a lot of retro games. You'll see when we go into it. She's very studious. I love watching everything that she has to offer. So I hope everybody will hang out with us. Oh, look at that. We got 8 people coming with us, guys. I'm so excited. Mammy's going to love this. Give her some love. If you have not followed her already, please, 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 please give her a follow. It doesn't cost anything, and it definitely helps her stream out. So here we go in 5, 4, 3...
2, 1. See you later, mates, and have a happy fucking Halloween.